BagFuel, baby.
You need a manager. Is that how we gonna start? You got a manager.
Oh no, that's not where we starting.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, let's start
That's
like
where
that.
we
We
starting.
starting right now.
Yes. Why do you have a
BagFuel,
manager?
that's how we go.
People.
Nah.
Yes,
It's
wow.
BagFuel, yo. In case y'all ain't recognize, we got a female guest today. Her name is Tamira. She goes by a girl from Harlem.
You already know in the
On
building.
Instagram. Know what I'm saying? She talks on the mic for a living. You might have seen her on the GAUDS Show and BallerAlert and all that good stuff. And she came to New York and she came to join us today.
I had to come see you guys if I was in the town.
Are we the first ones that you came to see?
Yes, right off the plane. I just landed earlier today, and you guys are the first stop.
You know why niggas come and see us? Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, what you was gonna say?
No,
Tamara?
go on.
I'm just saying congratulations on coming to see us.
Thank you for having me.
You know why niggas come and see us first, right? Cause we the streets right now. We the rough riders of this podcast
You guys
and YouTube
definitely
shit.
have the
You know what I'm
streets
saying?
ears and the streets heart. So
Yeah,
yes, the
we the
people gotta
streets right
respect
now. You better enjoy us, cause we're not gonna be here too much
it.
longer.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
going
nigga.
up.
Yeah, nigga, it's gonna be caviar pancakes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly.
Caviar.
Oh, cheers, everybody! Thank you for the champagne today, Tamara.
no
You know how to
problem.
do it. You know
But
what
you know
I'm
why she
saying?
bought us champagne? Toxic women with pretty feet always know how to conduct
You
proper
ain't even
business.
see her feet, bro.
I've been seeing them shits.
Oh, I do be like feet out on
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
But, yeah.
You do be having feet. I don't be paying attention to all that.
Nah, you don't give a fuck.
I be talking. Pause.
That's not a pause. You said I be talking.
Yeah.
Niggas
You
just
just
be
gotta be
pausing
careful.
shit.
You gotta be
That's
careful.
A girl from Harlem is telling you what's not a pause. Oh,
You can't
I
pause.
just be talking pause.
You can't pause too much. You can't pause too much now. You gotta
I
stay
feel
on
you.
pause.
Gotta stay
Pause started
protected.
in your hood, Harlem.
Yes.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, since I was little, that been a thing.
yeah, that's been a
And
culture thing.
Yo,
out here.
y'all bugging.
What do you mean?
Y'all bugging.
What do you think? Where you
Niggas
think it
been
started?
saying pause in
Nah.
Oh,
Wait, hold on, bro.
no one. It was-
Hey, yo, bro, can I say something?
hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, can I say something? You didn't grow up in Queens, so how you gonna tell me no?
Bro, I know where it started from. Come on, we all the
bro,
same.
you didn't know.
That's a
But
Harlem thing.
every school
It's
was
not.
mixed. You still had that one
It's
Queens
not a
nigga
Harlem
that was
thing.
not talking like Harlem niggas.
It's not a Harlem thing.
Nah.
Yo, Paul started way back when fucking Run DMC had the song called Pause. Niggas in Queens was saying
Oh,
pause.
see, I don't know. I can't argue that.
That's what y'all don't know. Y'all just y'all just be
Fight back,
chatting.
niggas.
Nah.
Fight
Y'all just be up here chatting. Talking about, no, what happened was Cameron.
Can I have a record?
It's not.
Can I have a
It's
fact check
way
on
before
this?
that.
Cameron held on to the term pause.
Nah.
All right, well, we coined it and we got it. So.
I'm gonna tell you the nigga who bought pause back, Jay-Z. Jay-Z bought pause. Yes, he
Pause
did.
never stopped. Real niggas
never-
always
never
pause.
stopped.
Pause did chill. Y'all
Nah.
bugging.
So what y'all was saying, and y'all was just saying wild shit and letting it go?
Niggas stop saying pause. I'm telling you,
Niggas
Jay-Z
never let
bought
it
pause
go.
back. Niggas was saying that shit on the radio, and Cam held on to pause.
Y'all cannot
nigga.
say wild
Cam
shit and
just
get
bought
away with
pause.
Yeah,
You cannot
Listen,
get
y'all
away with
bugging.
saying crazy shit.
Y'all
Like, what they was
bugging.
gonna say to you? Just let you
Niggas
say
wasn't
some
saying
crazy shit?
pause. Niggas
Yo, let me
stopped
tell you
saying
something.
it.
The first time I ever heard the wall was from Harlem niggas. Niggas said something. Niggas said, whoa. Versus said, whoa. Hey, yo, no homo. Pause. That is how it goes.
In that order.
And I'm like, where y'all niggas getting that from? He's like, yo, y'all Brooklyn niggas, y'all Queens niggas, we don't do that uptown. I'm like, okay.
Han, you didn't grow up in Queens.
Nigga, this was
You don't, you don't know what you're talking about. I grew up in the music business, nigga. What are you talking about? I don't gotta give Queens credit for anything that they don't get credit for. It did not start where you talking about. It started in Brooklyn. A Harlem
said
nigga.
Harlem,
You don't
nigga.
tell me what a Harlem nigga. Niggas ain't
Yes.
tell me. I was there. See, you get words. A nigga told me.
It's not a
ain't
nigga.
tell
No,
me.
you get
I'm nigga.
Nigga,
nigga.
you're not understanding. You're
Well,
jumping to
I'm
conclusion. I'm around Harlem niggas.
I don't care.
All right.
I went to school in
You
Harlem.
diverse.
Listen.
What school you went to?
Listen.
Hey,
Raleigh?
Philip
Oh, hey, Philip
Randolph.
Randolph.
Listen,
Okay, that's
so
good.
my introduction is Harlem niggas. This ain't a Queens nigga telling me in Brooklyn. I'm like, why y'all niggas talking like this? And like, this is our thing, and then it became international because of them niggas.
And if
Yeah,
you
I'll
was
take
from,
that.
and
Keep it
if you was around Queens, you know what you would say? Nah, nigga, that's not new. Queens niggas been saying that, but you wasn't there.
well, the Harlem niggas
Queens
snatched it
niggas
from
never
y'all.
started nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm
Queens niggas
saying.
is there.
You're the
Come on.
only Queens nigga.
You
No
be
other
standing on
Queens
the island
nigga
by
ever
yourself.
said
What are you
this.
talking about? Y'all know minimum Queens niggas.
No,
I will
Y'all
give it.
know minimum
no
Queens
other
niggas.
Queens.
I
Yo,
know like
Esso,
four.
Esso.
Cause you know
Esso.
G-Money and Flip. You know minimum Queens niggas. You know
Esso.
minimum Queens niggas.
Esso.
I'm from Queens.
Esso, yo,
I'm
yo,
from
Tamara,
Queens.
Tamara. Has any Queens nigga ever came out and claimed this in the 22
I've
years
never
of
seen
this?
this before, but Esso always pulls some shit I ain't never seen before. So
Yo,
he's gonna
listen.
find a way to give Queens some
Let me
credit for
ask-
some
yo,
shit
yo.
that Queens ain't never tried to
Yo,
even
let me ask you a
take credit
question.
for.
What other Queens nigga y'all know is talking on this mic
Yo,
except for
it's
me
a
and
lot
Flip?
of Queens niggas that had
Except for me.
enough visibility to
no,
take
that's
that
not
from
what
you.
I'm at. That's not what I asked. On this microphone right now, besides me and Flip, right? Who else is from Queens doing this that niggas could ask and verify
Get more
I give you
anything?
one, Elliot Wilson. You want a Queens nigga that's on the microphone? Go ask Elliot Wilson. Elliot Wilson, did Paul start with Queens niggas?
Elliot Wilson wasn't in the streets to know what pause was.
Don't do that. Don't do that to
I
Elliot.
was outside, nigga, forever, nigga.
We need proof.
I was
DJ
outside
Clue say this.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
That's a
tell
good
you.
one.
Yo, listen.
That's a good
I'ma-
one.
DJ
Yo,
Clue.
I'm gonna tell you. Yo, I'm gonna tell you some shit. I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? And I'm gonna tell you some shit because he knows it, right? Where did outside start? Where did we outside start from?
Southside, we outside.
Southside Jamaica, Queens,
Yes.
nigga.
No, we don't-
Right?
we don't
Wait,
deny
time
that.
out, Time out.
We know
Wait,
that,
no,
though.
No, time out. You know
But
it
y'all
was-
claimed
Let
that,
me just
though.
Say this. No, I claimed it.
No, don't do that. Mad Queens niggas claim Southside, we outside.
Not your-
Nigga,
Time
don't
out.
do that.
No, that's not what I'm
Blackest term
saying.
ever.
See, you talking. No, pause. No.
Y'all messing
Pause,
with my mic
nigga.
over here yelling.
I'm telling.
He done necked
Yo,
over
listen.
my mic over here.
I'm talking about the facts, right? Couple years ago.
Yo,
Couple
be the
years-
only one with the facts.
I'm telling you the facts because Heineken was there.
Okay.
Heineken was there.
All right.
When niggas was talking about outside, I was on this camera, nigga. I said, that didn't start uptown or in New York City. I said, that started in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Niggas was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, Southside, we outside. We've been saying that since the 90s.
No, I understand
Since
that.
the
I've
90s.
been hearing
Nobody
that
cares
for years.
about it when y'all
Let me
say
say
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Let
the
me say,
problem.
let me say what I'm saying,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Okay. When niggas don't know where shit starts from, they don't know. You just been privy to know that.
No, but
all right.
but
And
here's the
when
difference.
people
I
talk,
knew that already
and when
before
people,
you
and when
know.
people talking, wait, nah, I'm finishing my thought, bro. and when people be talking about this shit, like it's like when I was in the studio with Jim Jones and Mano and the shooter dude, right? Nobody was there from Queens, right? They saying where everything started from. I said, and you know what one nigga said? You know what Mano said? I really don't know what started anywhere else because I wasn't nowhere else but Brooklyn. Then I started going uptown. So you don't know where this shit starts from. You know where you hear it at, right? And it matters where it starts from because what y'all don't understand is I'm older, right? Queens and Harlem has been synonymous with
For
getting
drugs, we know that.
money. Right.
Tribal
it.
Bridge.
That's
We've been
it.
synonymous.
I
so
know
it's
that
not
already.
hard. So I'm saying to say this. It's not hard for lingo from Queens to be in Harlem because Harlem and Queens niggas are synonymous with each other.
SO. The South
Don't
Side,
get it
we
fucked up.
outside. I knew that when I went to 40 projects. They made sure, and I'm gonna clear it up with this. Everybody in Queens claims South Side, we outside. I know that. But I've never heard one person say we claim pause.
Because it was never a subject.
Well, no,
It
if
was,
y'all
never,
gonna,
it was never a subject.
nigga,
It doesn't matter when Queen says it. It only matters when Harlem people.
Never.
there
say
you
it.
go.
That's
I agree
cap.
with it.
A
There's
Brook-
that.
Harlem niggas.
A
There's
Brooklyn
that.
nigga
that.
is gonna agree with somebody.
There's
Yeah,
that.
They're
And let me show you
twisted.
something. Harlem can never say Harlem, we outside. They can't take that.
Our Florida listeners don't give a shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they
All
don't give
right.
a fuck.
Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes. So, tell me what's going on with you, Tamira, because I heard you and my man parted ways. What happened?
Oh,
and I'm
you
talking about Ray Daniels, the GAUDS Show, so we can be clear with what's going on.
You better get right into it. So, nothing. As you can see, like we started the show together. It was just the two of us, and then we started adding more factors into it. So we got Juju to get on the show, and then we would kind of rotate. Sometimes Jack Daniels would sit on the couch with us. So it just kind of started going in different directions, I think. So I think one with the interviews and then putting out the 3 shows a week and the availability and the time and what I wanted to do with my brand and what he wanted to do with his brand, it just started going in different directions.
So this shit ain't had nothing to do with money. Because usually when shit gets broken up,
Well, I
it's
think
always
that-
it's always
It's about
money somehow.
Yeah.
If more
And
money-
you're talking to niggas who went through it.
Yeah, no.
I'm
If-
sorry, Tamara.
if more money was involved, then I would have been able to dedicate more time to the show. And I think that's what Ray wanted. He wanted me to be more involved and be like kind of strictly into the GAUDS Show until we got it a little bit further. But
Was it an issue with you doing Baller Alert Radio and also other media platforms? Because
It wasn't any one thing per se as an issue. It was more or less just my overall timing and my ability to be able to do both. So one thing about Ray, he really wants to accommodate everybody who comes on the show, and he always wants to be available to people. You see, like the way the office is set up, it's
Nah,
right
yeah.
there, so he can.
It's easy access.
Yeah,
for the
so
most
he
part.
can do that. And I just was like, hey, let's just make sure, like, let's try to get a schedule together. Let's try to do 24 hours. Let's make this work for everybody. And because Ray is so good at what he does and wants to be available to people, the 24-hour thing just kind of didn't really work that well for him. And then just like, I just started getting into a space where it was like, okay, I can't dedicate as much time into the GAUDS Show as I would like to, the way we want it to be. So kind of just see you guys at the top.
But can I ask you a question? Why couldn't you dedicate the time? Because when we was in a situation that we was in, time dedication was never an issue. Why would you be doing a ball alert? Why wouldn't you stick with what's getting you known? Like, I know you from the GAUDS Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that you had, and this is coming from a person who I was only on my expert opinion for 9 months. All right. You think you had enough time to build up your steam to move on? Because at that time we didn't think we built up enough. We just was like, we were just like, this is what we got to do, but we don't know if we built up enough steam to go out on our own.
Yeah, that was definitely a big deciding factor. I had to kind of question myself and say, like, are you ready to step out on your own? Like, is this something you can even do? Would you be able to build your brand on your own? But when you look at the numbers, like if I look at the numbers on my IG page, my green screens and the stuff I do by myself does triple the numbers from what I do on like the GAUDS Show and stuff like that. So just like for a brand myself, what I'm putting out on my own kind of does way more as far as interactions and driving stuff to my page. But one of the things I had to realize is that at the end of the day, that's not me and Ray's show. That's Ray's show. It says hosted by Ray Daniels. It doesn't say hosted by Ray Daniels and Tamira. So at the end of the day, I could only pour so much into somebody else's show and brand before I could figure out what I want to do with myself. And of course, I wish we could have built together while we were kind of still going up. But there comes a point where you have to say, you know, did I serve my purpose here? Am I growing here? Like I also think like I'm kind of funny some days, so I just also thought that my personality didn't get to shine as much on the GAUDS Show. We talked a lot more about like serious stuff,
Business
and I wanted that. I said, and that's why I stayed as long as I did because I thought that it provided me with diversity. It got to like going on Bull Alert, you get to see the jokes and the funny interviews and the more gossipy stuff. But then on Ray's show, you got to see the more serious, okay, music, money, education. So I really wanted to be able to do both, but at some point you kind of just got to figure out where you're going forward, what's going to be best. And I thought that working with other people that were all trying to build a brand together and might be a little bit more, they're more my age. We kind of talk about the same things. I know absolutely nothing about music, so my opinion is a little bit more valued over there with the type of things we talked about. So it was just really a better fit for me at the time.
Yeah, chemistry and fit matters. A lot of the times you got to really adjust to what the subject matter is. And sometimes on camera, it could look like, yo, what the fuck does this person know?
Yeah, no,
So
definitely. That was a big thing. Like when we started the show, I was like, I don't even want to be on camera. I was like, let me just ask the questions from behind the scenes because I don't know shit. I was like, I don't want
in
people.
real time, it's like learning French in front of the world in real time. Like when we speak with the music business, luckily I've been around enough people that I can pick up on things and I can assimilate faster. But for you, now I got to look at it. It's a crash course for Tamara. She got to learn contracts. She got to learn business, being in the studio. Now, I've had the good fortune that before we did BagFuel, Esso would school me to a lot of things. I've been around people. I don't know your history. I don't know who you've been around. So this might have been a crash course for you. Is that accurate to what I'm describing?
Yeah, pretty much. So it wasn't my first time kind of working in the music industry. Of course, I went to school for journalism and public relations. So I had my own radio show growing up. I started my YouTube channel like 15, 12 years ago. So
Congratulations.
thank you. I've always kind of been this personality, especially growing up in Harlem. We used to, like, I grew up with.
Everybody's up on that.
Yeah, like I grew up like having sleepovers and birthday parties with Tiana, Ferg, Rocky, all those people. Like we have childhood pictures together. So we grew up in we were the celebrity kind of time during high school and all that stuff. So I've always been this type of media personality. And then when I got out of college, I was over at Power 105 for a while. Did a lot of work with Sus and the Breakfast Club over there. And then I went to Atlanta, and then that's when I tried to get in radio, but Atlanta seemed like I didn't think I could do Atlanta radio because I have that strong New York accent. So I was like, they are not gonna want to hear me. I did not think that would. I didn't even know if it was a
'Cause
thing.
I
Maybe
think
just put that in
Atlanta,
my head.
correct me if I'm wrong, has more hip hop stations than any other city. I
They
think they got
definitely
like
do.
7.
They definitely
Ghost,
do.
they got a lot.
Yeah, it's very competitive. It's a good place to chase your dreams. So there is some place for everybody out there.
Opportunities,
Yeah,
okay.
so you will find it eventually. And so that's how I ended up working with Ray. He made a post on Facebook one day, and then I went over there, and then we just started the show.
Oh, that's how you met Ray?
Well, I knew him from like being outside like clubs and stuff. But when he had put that he was starting a company on
You
Facebook,
just hit him up.
yeah, I wrote him, and he was like, my assistant is going to write you. And I was like, who is this man with an assistant and stuff? Like, I didn't know much about Ray, so I just was like, what is he talking about? So his assistant
I had a
did.
similar thing with a show that I was on, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so I was like, assistant, excuse me. So I was like, okay. So I came in, I interviewed in front of the whole team. He had like all his assistants and everybody in there, and I did my interview in front of everybody, and I guess they voted and decided if they liked the ideas I pitched and what I was talking about. And then I was a part of his team from there.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like, and I'm not gonna dwell on this and move on. I feel like that y'all had a lot of synergy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
about to
lie.
say that.
What I felt like, and I never had a chance to talk to Ray. It was just too many other people in between what y'all was going on. If he was gonna be with Jack, he should have just had like maybe something with Jack. But the chemistry that y'all had with a male and a female, I thought it was unmatched. It caught my eye. So
Especially because me and him are most of the time on opposite ends of the fence.
That's
with
it
things.
works.
Yeah,
So,
but see, sometimes people agree and sometimes people don't. But it's just y'all had, it was just a synergy that I feel like you can't explain. Things of content doesn't catch my eye. I'm not a content watcher. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw y'all, when I met Ray, I had already been kind of seeing y'all already. So when he asked me to come to the show, I was like, yeah, I'll fly to Atlanta. I'll come to the show because I see y'all moving too. And the chemistry was dope. You're not afraid. And I seen you on the Ball Alert. I think that y'all got good chemistry. I see what's going. It's a totally different type of show.
yeah, it's totally different vibe. Agreed.
Do you think that you're gonna find that chemistry that you had with Ray? Because we were on the show, and it seems like that the chemistry that we had on the other show, they haven't found that chemistry back yet.
Yeah, so I think that Ray knew that. So when we first started the show, I wasn't the permanent co-host. So we were trying different things. Like if I wasn't there, because when we started, I was kind of just an intern. So I wasn't obligated to be there. So I was like going on vacations every week doing what I got to do. So I'd be like,
Hot
tell
girl
somebody else
summer.
to sit in. Yeah. So he would try to put other people. And then one day he did an interview with somebody and it just didn't work out the way he wanted it. And he was like, I'm not doing another show without Tamira. Like, that's it. Like, that's who I want to be my co-host. We're going to do this together. And then me and him kind of agreed to do it together. And I really do think our energy was a big thing. I think that Ray is kind of like very stuck in his ways. I'm very stuck in my ways. We're both very strongly opinionated. So the two meetings of the minds is always good to see. And then you get to see this
You know what's the
clash.
definition of cooperation, Tamira? Engaging in a silent struggle.
What you trying to say here?
That both of y'all are set in your ways. So
Mm-hmm.
to get y'all ways together, you're engaging in a silent struggle.
I could see that.
You know, and that's what cooperation is. You got to give a little to really get the shit going, but it's a struggle. And you know, successful people got to have a part of their personality that gets them over the edge. And then a lot of the times when you run into other successful people, it takes certain people to take their foot off the gas in order to make chemistry work.
Yeah.
And for you to in certain things, it seems like you felt like you were losing part of who you are in order to make it work. And it's a tricky situation because the show has a lot of momentum and leverage, and you don't get those a lot in your career. You've done this long enough to know. So the fact that you got the courage to say, I'm going to go out on my own, I commend you on that. That's tough.
Thank you. Thank you. No,
Especially as a woman. Most times, like, oh, she's not with him.
But
Yo,
I
you want
want
suck dick?
I'm
You
gonna
want to let
say
me do
this.
this?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this in front of Tamara, not especially as a woman, because they're the ones that go rogue.
we all-
The women go rogue. Like it's not enough for them. Like we had a female that was on our show. It was actually my god sister at one time. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work out. for many different reasons that I'm not gonna even like go into and speak of. Heineken let me be on my expert opinion and go crazy, right? He took a back seat. He didn't get a chance to be himself. He played a whole nother role in that situation to make the chemistry work.
Yeah, but that's what I was willing to do on
Okay.
the GAUDS Show. I was willing to be
That's
like
what I was
just a
gonna ask.
question asker. I knew that people, especially because it's music based, they're not there for my opinion. For the most part, they're there for a raise. I started building my own. Like people did start tuning in, and once they started to see me, people would be like, "Oh, what about T's opinion?" And I did start to build my own kind of character and personality. So I did start stepping into my own light. But I still knew at the end of the day that we were there to build Ray. When I came on that team, I didn't come on there as a podcaster. I came on there as a marketing person for Ray. My goal was to build Ray. So at the end of the day, I knew that my assignment was going to be to build his brand and him as long as I was there.
Because from a superficial standpoint, you look good. So that already works on camera. Then you dress well. That works on camera. Now you're able to speak and convey your thoughts. So over time, whether it's a thirsty dude or girls that's into girls or whatever, people are gonna start coming for you as well.
And
it works that way.
You could have taken a little time and just learned more about music.
Yeah,
You know, it doesn't have to be.
I don't think it's that easy, yes.
You don't have to know a lot. I didn't say you have to know, but you can, an aspect like when she talks about Dipset, right? She has to know about what other groups was doing, what the sales was like, why Dipset became who they was. That's what she likes. So for her to look into that and to figure out what's going on and why that's happening, that's just a shell of what will explain a little tidbit for her about business. So when she can talk about it, once you hear it and you retain it, you're gonna know. It's just
I
like
disagree, and I'm gonna say why. Part of the chemistry of my expert opinion is we all were experts in other shit. It's gonna take another 20 years for that to happen because it's a perfect storm. You're the guy who's done everything in music that people dream of. What Ghost has done, people will never do. He did it as a teenager. What Math has done, and we were able to merge it together, and we were different factions. I think Tamira would have been in the way of Ray Daniels if she tried to be him.
I'm not saying trying to be him.
I see what
him.
you're saying. Being more versed on music,
That's
would have
it.
helped you been able to have a little bit more,
just a little. That's all. That's all.
But my lack of knowledge on the music industry wasn't a factor or issue with the show at all. That wasn't it, because where I lapsed in music knowledge, I think that's what made it good, because I felt like Ray was a teacher and I was a student.
And you had opinion.
So I was always asking the questions.
But you're great at current events.
Yes.
And that, right, I just had a conversation with somebody in the media space, and they're like, for the algorithm purpose, current events, and being able to interject that allows the show to run in a different capacity. You don't want to have your show too stagnant.
And dated and stuff.
Dated as well, you know? And I felt like that's what you did. When we were on the episode with you, that's why I kept saying, what other topics you have? Because I'm like, get them all out, because these are things that's going to make the engine run. I'm aware of that.
Okay, that's good. So,
but everybody else, see, it's all about synergy. Everybody else would have to be on that same page too.
That's true.
To understand and to be able to maximize. Now, if they were, and I'm not saying that they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? If they were, then some of those clips and some of those ideas, that might have been what they would have ran. You follow what I'm saying? So since we understand what she brings to the table, we're going to give her something that highlights what she brings to the table, even if she doesn't talk a lot on the camera. I got this stuff for her, so she's integrated into what's going on.
I think that's why we started doing like the 3 shows. So we had like just the interviews with artists, then they started doing this artist spotlight with Juju, where I get to highlight Juju and Ray's A&R experience, and then a culture report was more like me, gossip, current events. So we did kind of try to find a lane for everybody. So I think that right now they really have a good bone structure and template of like what can be successful, and as long as they execute it properly, they'll be
I mean, it's gonna be tough. Not to say Ray can't do it, but when there's a level of comfortability and expectations,
synergy.
Yeah, you got to know how to work with each other. Like, I know when Ray's getting frustrated. I know when to go to the next topic. I know when he's dying to ask a question and I got to sit back. Like, you got to learn that about each other. So,
And
yeah,
it's
it
gonna
takes
take
a while.
So, you know, I mean, we've delved on that. It's time to move on. Tamira,
Right.
you always have a lot of topics. Anything on your mind?
I wanted to ask her one question before she move on.
Because I like when she
Because,
does
you know, I have a list.
I already know she got a list, right?
Go.
You know I have a list.
But real quick,
Let's get this
Look
one
at
question.
my BagFuel list.
Oh, thank you.
how did you get to Baller Alert though?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
So, my manager is over at iHeart.
This nigga got a manager. This is some funny shit right now.
She from Harlem?
So when you listen, business got to be business. When you really want to do good business, you really need good business people with you. So I don't know much about the music industry, and I just want to make sure that I'm taken seriously and I'm making the right things. Like,
So you think this is the music business that you're in when you're podcasting?
I think it's
YouTubing?
entertainment and all it's all
intertwined.
Like,
Okay.
I'm always gonna have to interview music artists. Like, I was at every event I've been to this week
But
was
that,
Def
that,
Jam
but that
based
mean you're in
or-
media.
No, but what she's
I
saying,
am.
the behavior of professionalism. Remember how you taught
talking
me?
about business.
You
Like,
bought, what did you say, Esso? You bought the music business to
podcasting.
podcasting.
There we go.
So now you cannot weaponize her using the
music
business
business
tactics
and
to be
podcasting.
successful
There
in
we go.
podcasting.
I said that.
You done chop my head off, and then you gonna be like, well, you gonna do,
You better get
yo, you an
it.
ill
Let's
nigga,
get
yo.
up.
I
And
said
then
that.
you gonna say Paul started in
Well,
Queens?
come on, we tried to give you 1 point. That's it. He get nothing else. He gets nothing else.
Pause.
He gets nothing else.
Pause. Run DMC. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
No, but I was
But go back.
I was just in the iHeart building one day.
I
And
saw that.
Rory walked by, was like, "Yo, make sure you come pull up on us with Baller Alert." He was like, "I'm gonna text your phone later. I want you to come do a show." And then
Dope.
ever since then, they used to have 2 boys, 2 girls. So I think I didn't know that they were looking for somebody, but I guess when we went over there and a couple of things we went really went crazy. So they.
Before you get on your list, do you think the formula of 2 guys, 1 girl for like radio shows and morning shows that needs to change or die out? Maybe 3 girls or 2 girls, 1 guy?
I don't think men would listen to all females talk. So just on that,
We
particular
listen to Drill
aspect-
Ferry and
Major
Major
Galore.
Galore.
Well, that's because
They talking spicy.
y'all
I'm listening to Joe
podcasting,
Ferry
and
and
that's
Major Galore.
That's y'all having your ears to the street. This is your business. Y'all gonna do it. Most men aren't gonna come from work and be like, "Oh, let me listen to this." Like,
Unless they talking spicy.
unless they, and then
That's kind of.
And they talking
double
spicy.
That's a double-edged sword.
Tamara's talking to Coke, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait.
Ghost, would you do that?
But they got main.
But they talking spicy, Ghost.
and they talk. It's called lip
And
service.
Yes.
It's
But
called-
listen, I'm not gonna highlight her on Baller Alert any further because she don't shout us out.
Oh my God!
She
I'm
don't
gonna
big
tell
us
you, I
up.
don't even be
But the
there.
fir- but the
I've been
first
there.
nigga- but
This
the
is
first
me.
nigga
One
she-
day he's like, "Why
But
you
the,
ain't shout me
but
out?"
the first nigga she called when she land is us, but she don't think about us when
All
the
right,
lights
I'ma
is
drag
on.
you all through
All
iHeart next
bring
time you in
your-
Atlanta.
Yo, bring your topics up.
All right,
Tamira.
now.
She be having the topics, Ghost. You about to.
Wait, hold on. Let me get some more champagne.
Oh, okay. Oh, actually, this was I got it.
No, go, have fun.
Esso
'Cause
on this one.
we gonna have.
shit.
Baby.
Me. Why you choose me to pick
Because
on?
I've been watching your green screen. Your green screens are immaculate.
thank
I
you.
get
You know
frustrated by them.
You know why you like it?
Why?
Because you look naked.
Yeah, that's true too.
I know that
You
though.
look
I
like
play
you
on
fresh
people
out the
with
shower.
that. Yeah, I know that men are that perverted.
But you know what?
I always
I think
prefer
it would go better if you actually did yourself up. Instead of
when I
looking
used
like
to-
you got the
Hold on, listen
when
to
I
it.
used to do it, when I used to look cute, it wouldn't go.
It wouldn't
would
react.
not go. But when I looked like a crackhead and I just woke up, this shit would go. So I was like, if this
But you
what
know
y'all
why
want,
though?
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, we had a clip that did 7 million views, right? Because of that same situation, we get to see what you actually look like.
I went to a conference one time and it said like the reason why beauty influencers are the most paid and successful influencers of all of them is because you get to see that process from start to finish with them. You got to see them in their raw, this is what I look like in the beginning all the way to made up. So when I do my green screen in the morning and I'm talking shit, but then like before I leave, you get to see me on my story.
So what they do?
Not looking like a
Oh, so you got a
crackhead
plan.
I'm
Okay.
I'm not just, you know, it ain't,
You gotta give me the right hand though.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You got right hand.
my
You know what I'm saying?
fault, my
It's all
fault, my
good.
fault, pardon
You got a
the left.
plan.
I like these Tamara topics because
All right,
you didn't
so
get to get them off.
This one actually I stole from myself, but I gotta
He stole
call
it.
him out on
At
it.
least she give me credit.
Yeah, but you said that you wanted to bring YouTubers and podcasters to radio.
Yeah.
And my issue with that is All right, my issue with that is I think, one, we would be more censored. So the type of stuff we would talk about, we would not be able to talk about anymore in the way we like to talk about it. We will also have less creative control, so you wouldn't be able to... I wouldn't be able to
Go
land
rogue.
and just be like, hey, I saw I'm pulling up on Friday, can you shoot? You would have to have a stricter schedule, and you would have to be in the radio station listening to them all the time, way different. And
I'm letting her get it
No,
off.
we're
Like I
going to
said,
let her cook.
Can I speak now?
No, let her cook a little
so like
bit
I said,
more.
less creative control. I know that
we
you
gonna
wouldn't
come
be
back.
able to say a lot of the things that you get to say. Here, nobody could tell you what to say. Nobody could tell you when to say it, what to say, who to
You're
say
right.
it, how to say it. Make sure you cover this. No, it's all you. You don't have that freedom on the radio.
You know why? You know why?
White man.
No.
I don't know.
No. He
No,
gonna tell you.
do you know why you don't have that same freedom?
Why?
Because they're paying you. You don't get paid to do this here. You have to make your money, right? So when I say bring podcasters to the radio, you have to get somebody in there to be able to change things around. For example, Pat McAfee. He curses. He says shit on ESPN at 12 noon. Okay? Exactly. And it's a podcast.
Yeah.
All right? People not paying attention.
On TV?
Yes, on ESPN, he's
They'll
cursing.
bleep it, but they don't.
The only thing, no, he
I
said
was
no.
like, hold on,
no,
you get all type of
he
TV
said
next
shit. What they bleep is fuck.
Yeah.
And he says fuck, and they bleep fuck. You got to pay attention. Things is changing, right? And censorship is also changing. Maybe they put you on late at night. Right? And you can have more leeway and more freedom. Maybe we can curse and they'll just bleep us out and it'll be okay. Right? It all
bleep,
depends.
bleep.
It all depends. See, but the radio isn't the end all to be all. The radio for, let me stay on the mic. Pause. The radio for the rapper is where you play the songs at. Right? That's how you get your exposure, but you're making your money over here. It's the same way with podcasting. People are looking at podcasting acting like you can still do what Stephen A. does. He's censored on TV, but when he goes on his podcast, he's going nuts.
Giving relationship advice.
You podcasters do two jobs. You're censored over here, you're uncensored over here. It's all about putting the work in and bringing your value. If you're valuable, they're going to find a place for you. Every podcaster or YouTuber is not made for radio. I am.
Yeah.
Han is, you are, we could do radio. I'm
Fast.
I'm talking about I'm talking about us. I'm not talking about everybody.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Wait, I got a
What
question.
you about to say, T?
Wait, no,
Go for it.
y'all did a show today already?
Yes, we shot an
Yeah,
episode.
we shot one.
What
Oh,
you
so
thinking
y'all
about?
already covered it?
Go through it.
You covered it.
Go through it. I want to hear your perspective. I don't
What?
care.
The Megan,
Oh, yeah, but we can
Vicky.
talk about it.
No, I don't want to
No,
talk about
no,
it
no,
then.
no.
You talking about
So-
the female 50
I don't
Cent?
want to talk about it then.
No,
Nah,
let's
go
No,
ahead.
do
y'all
it.
not gonna give me hand-me-downs. I got other stuff.
No, yo.
No, talk about
No,
it.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, because
I
you-
want to talk about Lady London. Y'all just had an event with her, right?
Yes, we did.
Love Lady London. That's my girl.
We
Shout
wish
out
you
to
were
her.
in town.
Oh, I would have been there. I'd have been there. Trust me. I
you
would
would've
have.
loved it.
I would have loved it.
See
And I
you
would've ate
soon,
with-
Lady London. She gonna be on BagFuel.
Yeah, she better be.
And
Oh,
she
this
gonna
is
do an
good.
8-bar. We lit.
Ooh, love that. So my question, and me and you always, and I've asked this a million times about female rap. So what do you think, like, when you talk to guys, what are their reasonings behind they're not listening to Lady London?
He needs a record.
That's it.
That's it.
I've heard guys say that it's her voice.
What's wrong
Nah,
with
I
her
like her
voice?
voice.
I like her voice too, but then when I thought about it from a male's ear, it probably sounds like how most of their girlfriends sound like, and that's why they tune
That
it
should
out.
be a relatability
She
situation.
sounds sexy to me. I don't see nothing
No,
wrong with
I
her
like her
voice.
voice. Maybe I think she sounds
Am I
very
tripping?
sexual.
Guys that just won't listen to women.
Yeah, that's it.
They literally can't. Like, it tones it out.
But I'm gonna be honest, you can't tune these broads out because they everywhere.
I'm trying to
You
tell
can't
you.
you can't stream. You can't stream. You can try all the fuck you want, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can try. It's like dudes that love pussy. We try to stay away from it. We try
try to stay
hard.
Oh, no.
But it be
Pause.
calling.
But it be
Struggle.
calling you like a motherfucker. And you be hearing that shit like, what?
Not in the
There's
back of your
nobody
head.
here,
Yeah,
nigga.
but with Lady London, she just needs a record that's gonna resonate with the guys and girls. And she's set up right now. She can have a spring going into a summer anthem. That's it. Like,
And I'm gonna tell you why guys not fucking with it. If y'all really want me to be
Go for it.
honest, she don't really talk about no guy shit in her rhymes, right? And she's not affiliated with no niggas. Even when we did her event, you know what they told me? Only women.
Yeah.
They let me invite minimal guys. That's
Very
why
minimal.
I wasn't no guys.
There
It was-
has to be a reasoning behind that, though.
I don't
could
yo
speculate,
listen.
but
It could
we
be
ain't gonna do
it could
it
be a
here.
reasoning, but you know what I said in the event. It wasn't no thirst buster shit going on. If it was niggas there,
It would have been thirst.
it would have been a way different
Way
vibe.
different
That's
to
She
Tamira.
was comfortable. She had a chance to talk. The right guys was in there. Clue was in there. Will was in there. I was in there. Han, Biscuit.
Yeah.
So you had influencers that was in there, but the majority of the influencers was women. And
We could speak with Tamira. Maybe she had a lot of bad interaction with thirst niggas because she looks how she looks in her pictures. And we've been around
I
enough.
think she looks better in person.
No, what I'm saying is enough niggas can't help themselves. Yo, what's up, shorty? That's fat. Maybe she's had so much bad interactions that she's like, minimal niggas.
Or no,
That's just like
you
what
know what I
Nyla
thought
said
it
when she
was?
was on
You
here.
know what I thought it was? I'm gonna keep it real because I don't know nothing. The niggas gonna be mad because I be speculating right. I think she got a nigga in a high position in the music business.
Oh!
And they be
And
like,
he
keep
don't
everybody
want
away
no
from
niggas.
her. Keep everybody away from her.
Cause she didn't act funny with no niggas. She didn't come in there acting like, oh, excuse me. She was like, I'm personable. Come talk to me. I'm not what everybody thinks.
She's respecting her nigga.
And she was personable. She took the pictures, but the vibe that I got, the type of event that it was,
This
she
like
don't.
Savannah James don't take the pictures with the
Exactly.
She don't got a big single, but we got a big dinner here. So I'm looking around like somebody's invested.
Somebody's funding this bill.
Somebody's invested. That's all I'm saying.
Whoever her nigga is, he's
That's what I
laying
thought.
it down properly for her.
Who would be the perfect collab that you think would give her the song that she
With
needs?
Lady London.
The song that she
Of
needs.
course, she could do a Drake record, but that would be
That's
commercial.
a cheat code.
But that would be commercial, right?
Offset.
She could do an Offset record, but Offset got a certain sound. I don't hear them rhyming
I don't see
together.
it.
What about her and Quavo?
No,
They would look
I'm
You know who she would have been dope with?
but it gotta be a
You
cute.
know who she would've been
It gotta
dope
be a
with?
cute bubblegum record, and we
You know
don't
who
want to
she
hear
would've
that from
been dope
Quavo.
with, but it's not gonna happen.
Who?
Her and Tory Lanez.
Yeah, that would have been. But
Tory-
that's why she did the Bryson Tiller type.
Tory would have been dope.
Tory Lanez.
Bryson is cool. Bryson got real records, but Bryson doesn't remind me of a star that's gonna help you go to the next level. I don't see her like that's
I can see her
typical.
with Drake.
Typical.
That's typical. You know who I would see it with, but I can't hear the record from her? Future.
Ooh.
I can't hear the record, but you see Lady London and
I would
Future.
like to see them go back and forth.
That's what I'm saying, a verse.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's a
Future
that's a
versus
vibe.
Lady London.
Yeah, that would be a
That-
good one.
yo,
She
that's
gonna
a-
eat him up.
But
Okay,
the
yeah.
but the
Come
record
on,
but the beat, the record gotta be right.
Yeah.
Because it'll work to me because I wouldn't put them together.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
You gotta remember, you gotta remember, Future done wrote records for Beyonce. Future got the
Sierra.
R&B vibe. Now,
Yeah.
let's not get it fucked up that he can do it. Come on.
What you think?
Future
it
could
goes?
just be on the hook and let her rap.
Yeah,
That's fire.
that's gonna work. What
And
you think,
Future's
T?
just on a fire hook.
Hold on. What you think,
A
T?
Future hooker, but like I said, I would like to
A
see.
verses. I want to see the verses.
I could see him doing like, all right, remember what's that song when he was that song about Valentine's Day when he hates saddest Valentine's Day or no more Valentine's Day? What's that song?
I don't really know a lot of Future. I know
But
his
it's some
singles.
song. But anyway, I could see them going back and forth like that, like him talking about how it's the worst day, and she like, nigga.
But is
stop
that a
being here
hit?
crying.
But is that a
Yes,
hit
because
record?
it's gonna be for the niggas. The niggas is gonna fill Future part, and the
Yeah.
girls is gonna fill.
I
Lady
agree with
London
that
part.
marketing.
Okay,
I
Tamara.
They're
agree
gonna
with that
fill
marketing.
Lady London part.
What you think, Ghost?
So
Ghost-
Tamara,
Ghost is
since Tamara and Heineken agree with it, it's gonna be a hit.
So we need to make that happen.
Even though we're non-music niggas.
Right, there we go. Oh, is that? Oh, that's a shot? Okay.
I'm a non-music nigga.
All right.
I'm not a Ray Daniels and an Essa.
You
Yo,
got it.
Even though I've
he
been
caught
in
it. He caught it. Went right over. And she was like, "That's
Yep.
right."
I was like, yup, it's a hit. Make it happen. Fuck you. All right. $1 million to talk to God.
I'm talking to God all day. What do you
Give me my $1 million.
Oh my God, you cannot say that on camera. This
Yes, I can.
talking to God? That's how he feel.
He's taking my meal. What you gonna do with the meal?
I'm gonna be a good nigga.
Half hour.
I'm still talking to God.
A whole 30 minutes.
You
30
give me
cents.
you give me 5 minutes with the God. Ain't no money.
God seem like he talking riddles and shit.
There you go.
This nigga start talking in some code and you just
Yo, God, what you
familiar.
think? Hey, yo, Randy, what you think?
Right. In the Bible language.
You know what's within you. Search for that.
Yes, yes,
I be like,
yes.
nigga, I should've
That's exactly
Why
what's
you
gonna
play me?
happen. He
I'm just joking.
No,
We
you
just
get the
joking. We
meal.
just joking. We
You
just
give up the
joking.
meal and they be like.
I always used to
and
watch
he say,
this-
read the Bible. Then you
Nah,
be
bro,
sitting
give
there
me my millie, bro.
He said what Jay-Z said. You should have took the $500.
You should have took
You
the
want
millie,
the
baby.
advice?
My advice is you should have took the $500.
I'll be like, yo, God, I'm not gonna yap with you, but I'm gonna invest it in your favorite church, and I'm gonna invest like 30%.
God gonna say, I bless you. I spoke to you with the $1 million.
Yeah,
What are you
I-
talking
You
about?
gonna lose that meal so fast because you ain't listening to God. You ain't gonna be able to hear
I'm
God.
telling you, yo, listen, if I get to see the creator in front of my face and have any conversation
I always
with
used
him,
to watch Supernatural and how they depicted God. I felt like that because you know what? No. You know what they always say? What the definition of irony is? It's the birth child of God and the devil.
Ooh.
When you
That
see,
sounds about right.
yeah, when you see ironic shit, you be like, yo, y'all niggas had a baby together.
but they
to
didn't come from the same person.
No, I know, but you know, I think they have a pact together, and they be like, all right, nigga, you get Christmas, go hammer, and come back.
Now you get Christmas.
Yeah.
And he took Halloween.
Yeah.
That's a bad trade.
I know.
That's a horrible trade.
I agree.
She
Tamira.
got more questions.
Oh,
Now
I
you
know.
know I got more. What if I didn't have more? But I do. But y'all actually spoke about him already. So
No,
I
go
did a
for it.
video
Let's-
the other day, and I was saying how common is who y'all say Laurie Harvey.
Oh my God, we had a 30-minute convo
Oh,
about
see?
that.
See, that's
and
why.
I agree.
I don't agree.
All right, let's not do that one. Let's do Draya is allegedly.
Oh my God.
Oh, we can
Pregnant.
talk about that. Oh,
Pregnant by the
she's-
21-year-old basketball player,
Yes.
She's
Jalen
a
Green.
predator.
The
Yes.
same kid that was seen like acting like he was having sex with a dude on camera. Did
saw
you
that
see
video,
that?
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
didn't know that
summer.
was him, though.
Is Draya Michele a predator?
Yes. The reason why I say yes, and the reason why I'm gonna say yes, and I had to retract my
I don't
statement on my
agree,
thing.
but go ahead.
All right.
She has a son that's older than that boy.
Wow.
Her son is 22 and he is 21. It's one thing like me. I don't have kids. I don't have friends that are 21. I might not be familiar with the mindset and how childish a 21 is. You know exactly how childish that little boy is because you have a son his age. You know exactly that he wakes up and don't put his clothes in the laundry. You understand how immature 21 could be because you have a reference
You
point.
about to, that's what's
This
about to-
21-year-old is a millionaire.
I don't give a.
He's not like
That don't
no,
make you
no,
less
no,
irresponsible.
Don't do that.
Whoa,
Don't do that.
whoa,
Don't
do
whoa. A
No.
21-year-old millionaire is not the same as a 22-year-old derelict. Stop it.
Watch
My
it.
son, what are you talking about? That nigga at 21 is a grown-ass man in everybody's eyes. Number two, Draya, I ain't gonna take nothing from you. You look better than all them motherfucking young bitches anyway.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
shout
I
out
give
to-
her
that's
credit.
my
All right.
Aquarius
She
sister.
vibing.
So that's why she gonna catch a 21-year-old because the 25 and the 27 is drugged out, fucked up, looking crazy, thinking dumb, not sucking dick, giving turns. She going hard. We know she go hard in the paint, nigga.
I agree.
So what are we
Yeah.
talking
Your
about?
shit is dead because the same way you're saying it's a difference for Jalen Green, you did not give that same grace to Meg Thee Stallion when you're like, she's young, she's going through this, we got to give her a chance. If you're going to do that, Jalen Green is
I'm
way
not mad
younger.
at Jalen
No.
Green.
Jalen Green is way younger than Meg Thee Stallion. You got
I'm
to
not
give
mad
him
at
this.
Jalen Green, though. What are you talking about?
No, you
Jalen
said
Jalen Green ain't send nobody to jail. Jalen Green getting pussy. You talking about sending a nigga to jail the same as getting pussy?
It's
no,
the
no.
mindset that
No.
he's trying to.
No.
His mindset is on point.
No, it's not.
He's getting
No,
pussy.
it's not. He has to pay
He
for
went
it.
from humping a nigga on camera to getting Draya. His mind got right. Fuck is you talking about? Next fucking
That
question.
doesn't make her non a predator. That
she's a
actually
predator.
makes her exactly
He's
what
grown.
she says she is.
He is of age.
His frontal lobe is not
so
developed to
It's
know.
not.
No, hold on.
It's
no,
not.
hold on. She secured the bag now. Hold on. They're in Houston. Is that 18 or 21 years?
What? For what?
Oh, no. She's
Probably
getting child support.
at
It's a
least
wrap.
18. At least we know it's at
We
least
know
18.
she getting child support, nigga. That's why she fucked them raw.
And he didn't know better.
He knew better.
Yeah.
When niggas fuck raw, you know you gotta pull out.
Nigga,
you
yo,
learn that when you
Esso.
first start getting
Esso.
pussy.
Esso, don't do that. Esso, don't do that.
You don't know if you don't. You
Esso,
don't know
that nigga-
if
that
you don't
nigga-
pull
that
out.
nigga don't know better. You know he don't know
You're
better.
bugging
He
out.
knows better.
He
First of all,
knows
he's
better.
been playing ball his whole life. He's
He
been
knows
around
better.
nothing but
Niggas know
groupies.
better.
He's Filipino
Tamara,
black.
you're
They
from
train
Harlem.
you. They train you when you're
Hold-
coming up and you're about to
hold
go
on,
to the
hold on.
NBA. Somebody sat that boy down. They literally
Tamara.
have classes with them niggas coming out of college
Tamara,
and all that
let me
shit
be
to train
fair.
them.
You and Esso grew up in Harlem.
Yes.
So y'all tend to think that the advancement of how niggas are in Harlem is the world, and it's not.
It's
the
not.
sense
It's
of the
not.
world.
You know that. Women in Harlem are advanced by 10 years.
They are.
Y'all know how to scoop. Y'all know how to get the shit to get the bag.
At 10 or 12,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? I don't listen. I think what y'all saying is fundamentally accurate. He's been a superstar for the better part of 7 years. He's been that dude. He's grew, but Harlem is a different animal versus the world. Let's keep it real. Okay. I'm not disagreeing, but Draya, we know her pussy smoking. She looked good for a 39-year-old. She put the voodoo on that nigga. He didn't stand a chance.
That bitch don't got no age. Bitches that look
She
good don't
pulling
have
them
no age no
old-
more. She's ageless.
But I agree
Old
with
for
you.
him.
She's a predator, and she got her prey, and she's good for the next 20 years.
But can I ask y'all a real
up?
question? Men fuck with young bitches all the time.
And we
Why
call
is
them predators
Yo, wait,
too.
time out.
Well,
No,
y'all say women are more mature than men.
predators.
So.
They call them predators,
Niggas are 40 with 25-year-old
and they
bitches.
call them predators.
No, they
Elvis
do
Presley
not.
was running around with like a 14-year-old or something.
That's a predator.
Well, that's true.
That's a predator.
Listen.
Niggas is walking around with 21. Stop, nigga. 21-year-old bitches in
Marcus
their 40s.
Houston's wife, they done got 3 kids together. Once she turned 18, he came outside with her. So
And
like,
he's taking care of her.
That's a predator.
She could take care of him.
Draya
I'm
is
pretty
not
sure
a predator. When we talked about Light
That
on
man ain't
Ray
missing
Daniels' show, it was because she had a lyric of a nigga being 17.
Yes.
That's a predator. That's not of age. This dude, when we first saw her get pregnant, this is the first thing I said. All this NBA shit they talking about, how they got all the niggas around them and they advising these motherfuckers. How the fuck did Draya get even close to this nigga? This bitch was on Basketball Wives when this nigga was 3.
fat.
This nigga was 3. And she was already on Basketball Wives, known trying to clean her fucking reputation up. How the fuck did out of all the thoughts out here, how the fuck
You know how
did she
she
make
did
it to Jalen Green?
She remember what she said? She cleared her whole
I was
card.
about to ask that. Can wholeness get deleted?
If a nigga don't know,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
the game. But if the resume's out there, you ain't cleaning that up.
Yes, they are, because bitches is sewing their pussy up and acting like it's brand new.
Oh yeah,
Wait, if you a hoe,
They
you a-
sewing their pussy up.
These girls are sewing up.
They
their
sewing their
so
pussy tight.
But
Yes.
that's not what makes you a hoe. A hoe isn't how you feel when you have sex.
Yo,
it's how
listen,
you
there's
act.
some. It's
So what
rare.
makes you a hoe, T?
What makes let go?
Just not easy access. Like
What's
I
the
think that's
minimum
easy
number
access.
up
I
to-
don't think there's a number to it, because
No,
you
there's a
could be a
number.
hoe if say you only got 5 bodies but you fucked everybody the first night and it was just on
Nah.
some wacky shit.
Nah.
You
That's
easy.
not a hoe?
You
A
easy.
one-nighter, you a one-hitter
Over
quitter?
5 niggas? Nah.
That's just in you. If you
5 days? Yeah.
5
Nah,
niggas in 5 days.
nah,
Every
nah.
nigga you met, you
They
met him
buy
on
you that they
Tuesday.
care about that
I
nigga
met him
breathe
3
on you,
months.
you just giving up pussy?
She had 5 niggas and then she chills for an extended
Ain't
period.
nobody
for the rest
fucking no
of her
5
life.
niggas in 5 days and
Listen,
chilling.
Listen, I'm going based on the example. Now, all right, so let me show you something. Which would you rather? And we're gonna know the answer. No. Hold on. A bitch with 50 niggas and she made them wait a little bit a while, or a bitch with 5 niggas she fucked on the first day. Which one you taking? There you go.
I'm taking the 5 on the first day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your mind ain't right, bitch. This dick gonna make your mind get right.
Thank
I
you.
got
Ghost, what are you taking?
The 50
Are you-
Now
bitches,
you ain't here.
the
You
50
heard it.
bitches, the 50, she fucked 50 niggas or 5 niggas all on the first day.
Yes,
No.
50 But she
fucked
made them niggas
2
wait.
choices. She fucked 50 niggas,
over
right?
25
In
years.
totals.
Over 25 years.
Let's say 30.
Doesn't matter. 50 niggas over 5 bitches on the first day. Five niggas the first day. I'm taking the 5. Yo, you got 5 bodies?
That's
I'm
it. I'm
cool.
taking 5
If
bodies.
she just lost her virginity last week
Yes.
and she just started popping
See-
up this week.
I don't know. She comes mine is fucked up. Either.
They're fucked up either way,
Not
but
really, but 50 niggas, depending on how old you are, that don't mean nothing.
that means if you do the math, let's say she's 30.
I ain't
she's doing
I ain't
2 and a half a
wifing-
year.
Listen,
It's the same
I'm
thing.
not wifing no bitch. I knowingly fuck 50 niggas.
Knowingly.
Instead of mad.
You laid on your back for 50 niggas?
And I'm gonna wife you intentionally?
What are you talking about? That's like us.
You're a hypocrite.
What about only?
Why? Why? Why?
Wait,
Because I'm a man? Because I could fuck a lot of bitches?
I agree. Men could do whatever they want.
Women, thank you.
19 with 50 niggas, like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
OD.
ridiculous, bro.
Whoa.
like, see? It's
She's
like-
All right.
But
She's.
spread out, she's 45.
What?
with
No.
50 niggas.
That's still
She-
the 50
she-
niggas.
No. But first of all, you don't hit 50 at 45. That's not how that goes. That's not how that goes. Either you don't have 50 and 45 or you had 50 already. You don't just hit 50 and 45, nigga. So you want a bitch with 50 bodies? You want a bitch with 50 bodies at 35? I'm gonna give the bitch.
I know that.
50 niggas is like,
How many people do y'all know?
Yes, I agree. So
I'll fuck one bitch 150 fucking times. What are you talking about? 50 niggas fucking a bitch. Her pussy is rag, nigga. What are you talking about?
Yo, the average chick right now got at least 20.
And
Google
the
it.
bitches,
I want to Google this.
Yo,
What's the average body count for
20.
females?
bitches is talking about 100 bodies ain't nothing right now.
20 is the average.
50 is light.
What bitch is this? That must be white bitches, because it ain't black
Black
bitches.
bitch, a black bitch said 100 bodies ain't nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not even gonna say her name on camera.
Multiple.
Go.
Wait, that's his second job for some of these.
Yes.
Bitch said 100
I don't
bodies.
understand why they gotta have sex. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I
What's up?
swear to God.
Why they gotta have sex?
Y'all could literally, why do you can go outside, meet a nigga, flirt with him at the bar, right?
Yes.
2 weeks later, whatever you doing your little flirt, tell that nigga you need $200 for your nails. Like, you could do that with 5 niggas and have half your rent or whatever you gotta do. You don't have to have sex.
For an hour.
I'm not doing that.
But yo, you got.
And then you sweating and breathing all on me and
you talking to niggas
I'd
for
rather just sit there.
$1,000?
What? I'll do a little. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them bitches. If y'all fucking for fucking whatever the going price
They
of
not
pussy
fucking
is,
for money.
what they fucking for?
They fucking to have sex.
They not.
No, they not. They
Nobody
fucking for money.
First of all, y'all niggas can't fuck. They don't enjoy the sex that much. So no, they are fucking for money. Please stop this shit. Please stop the shit.
Yeah, for
Please.
sure.
I don't know niggas who got real life money no more. So what are they getting?
Like
That little rent in your
$150, $80. Yo, the nigga, the same.
That's
It's cheaper.
sad.
Yo, it's cheaper to fuck a
That's so
hooker
sad.
than to go take him out to eat.
50, 100. You fucking for
You lit.
You fucking for
But fucking
$100.
50 niggas is a lot for that 200. I'm telling you. But that's what I'm saying. You could just a nigga will. I think niggas give you more money before you give them pussy because they chasing still.
If your
So-
pussy's trash,
Yeah.
if your pussy's smoking, no.
Well, you usually stay with a nigga.
If the
after you
pussy, if
give
the
them
pussy is
but-
smoking, you're getting whatever.
Yeah,
If the pussy is trash, everything is we gotta rethink this whole
My
situation.
brother told me, he said he don't give bitches money after he has sex with them. He said that out his mouth, and I was
No,
like, I
there's
don't
a
think
So
reason
you
for
think
that.
the world is based upon that guy you spoke to?
No, because
All right,
I know I deal with niggas. You gotta know what you're dealing with.
First of all, for him to do that, he's either famous or he has a situation where he has to. It's called aftercare. He's making sure that by giving them money, it's an agreement to make sure they don't act out of line for other behaviors.
That's true. And niggas do
Little
that.
hush hush.
He's not. No, he's not paying
It's
her.
hush money.
It's different. It's a
It's
control
rock off
thing.
hush money.
It's a control thing. Don't talk to my wife. Don't
I
act
got
out of
you.
line. It's a silent agreement. And he ain't paying because he can't get pussy. He's paying to control them so they don't get out
Niggas
of
like
line.
control.
You know, when I was in high school, I remember that's when Backpage used to be out. And a guy, he said, like, I way rather pay, I don't know what it was, like $150 back then, whatever whatever the price is. He said he much rather pay that than sit across from a girl, pay $200 on dinner, on hookah, doing all that, trying
The
to wine and
drinks.
dine her, do all that, and then you might not get pussy
But
at the
did
end
you
of
hear
the
what Charleston White said about that? A woman can't fuck better than a woman that gets paid to fuck. You can't suck dick better than a bitch that gets paid to suck
Nah, I
dick.
don't agree with you. Nobody suck dick better than a bitch that is in love with you. A bitch that loves
That's
everything
cap.
about you.
That's
what?
cap. That's
Oh,
cap.
I don't
Stop.
know. What? The
Don't talk
prostitute?
about that. Yo. Just because you sucking dick and you want to do it don't mean it's good. Chill.
Listen, Tamara.
Chill.
Not the prostitute.
Hold on,
Chill.
Tamara. What's gonna make you suck the dick better? 10 racks or you love the nigga?
That's a good point.
Thank you.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about, my
And he's-
nigga?
This is so
With the
sad.
I put that 10 racks in front of you. You like, yo, I'm sucking this nigga's cock. He's coming back.
Yes.
This is how I'm living.
Yes.
They gotta keep.
This
they
is
gotta,
my job.
They gotta keep the money flowing.
Yes,
oh my
nigga.
Keep it
God.
flowing.
Them bitches is learning tricks, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That
Don't go
money
to
make the
therapy.
pussy
Come
wet.
here, y'all. Don't go to therapy.
That's what I'm
Come
trying to
here.
say. Bitches is learning how to act like they swallowed the nut and talk and then go spit it out.
Yep.
They got tricks with the shit.
They're
Yes,
professionals.
nigga. They professional, nigga. Yes.
You can see a woman naked in 3 clicks now. Like, it don't.
Well,
don't
the
take
internet
much.
is a whole nother ball game.
Bitches is walking up to me. He'll tell you like, yo, I
So-
just want to be
Yo, he
poly
got
with
sexually
you.
assaulted the other day.
A bitch walked up to me and said, I just want to be poly with you and your wife. That was the first thing. A Chinese bitch assaulted me. She was so moved by my presence, she left the nigga she was with, walked over, tried to stood between my legs. I'm backing up, told me she loved me. When I igged her, turned around, she hit me on my head. She assaulted me.
Yes.
Right in the restaurant.
It's so bad
In front of people.
Kim Osorio had to walk up to calm it down to keep the bitch off of him.
And Bernice Burgo's manager was like, do y'all know her? We was like, no, but I'm a black man, right? So I can't turn around and spaz. Because if I turn around and spaz, I start calling all types of bitches and everything. You gotta leave. You're in Fort Lee.
You're a misogynist. You're a woman hater.
Her nigga owned the restaurant.
Yeah, her nigga was right there.
He had to get her out the spot. They call her princess in the spot.
Yeah, her nigga was right there. She left her nigga.
Not embarrassing me at work.
Yo, the nigga, she walked over and
At
then,
my own
I
shit.
turned my head like this to like, all right, I'm gonna get drinks. And next thing you know, she hit me like hard. Like, not no shit. I'm like this. I turned around like, and I was like, see, hon, I can't.
Is she drunk or something?
She was drunk.
Oh,
she was
she
drunk.
was.
Yeah, I know. See, that's why I
She
say
was
don't drink
drunk.
outside your race.
She's coming. She's telling me she loved me. I live in Edgewater. She couldn't even speak
That's how
English.
she spoke. Yeah.
She couldn't even speak English.
Yeah.
That's how she said Edgewater.
Well, okay, so we talked about hoes. What about OnlyFans? What if they don't have a lot of bodies, but you could see them naked, taking dick, sucking dick?
And I want to wife that?
Yeah.
No.
Stop it. You've been in Atlanta too long.
Tamara, let me
I'm
help.
Atlanta
you.
niggas do that.
I
Atlanta
Tamara,
niggas
do.
fuck
Tamara,
with that.
that's not my girl. That's
You
a
can do
girl.
whatever you
No,
want.
that's a girl I'm pimping, and she gives
Okay.
me money.
I agree with
That's
you.
the dynamic of
This
that.
girl been in Atlanta. Baller alert. Y'all gotta let her travel.
Listen,
The OnlyFans game is crazy too.
Yeah, it is.
niggas love bitches with OnlyFans.
Because they're getting paid.
You go to Miami.
They're getting paid, Tamara.
I know that. Listen, none
All right,
of
then,
the
that's
niggas in
not a
Miami got no
relationship.
money now. Well, the girls
Can
is
I ask you
taking
a
care of the
question? Who
niggas.
gives a fuck if these bitches getting paid? They not sharing the money.
No, they
They taking care of them men's.
Nah, them only. No.
Them OnlyFans girls.
OnlyFans bitches share
Oh my
money.
God.
Some of these girls can't use the same way you asked me to help you YouTube. They help the only.
Yes.
I can help y'all. I'm gonna get Ghost to help y'all with your OnlyFans. Call me up.
Listen, if you,
I'm the new
ladies,
Sauce Walker.
ladies,
I'm the new Sauce Walker.
ladies, we will manage your OnlyFans for a very small percentage.
Rand Walker in the building. You heard me?
But
Sing it
yeah,
on
Tamara,
over.
that ain't my girl. That's a girl that's providing me money, and I allow her freedom within that circumference.
Yeah, no.
But not to be funny, and I know y'all down south niggas about to get mad. Down south niggas wife bitches like that. They are totally cool with that.
Yeah.
A old hoe, a stripper in the shit. She
Yes.
sucks dick for a living. Yo, I'm running that money. That's still my bitch. That's my bottom bitch. They even go back to old school term, my bottom. Who still says bottom bitch? They can still say bottom bitch and everything, nigga.
But see, that's why I don't like a lot about Atlanta. Like, because you know how I be on my men deserve less shit. And I think that it's just, I've been in Atlanta too long and I just don't like the men out there. So, like, last time I was in here, because of course I go to Ricardo's every time I touch down. So I was in Ricardo's and I was like, oh, this is what real niggas, because I forgot, like, the swag, the energy. Like, it wasn't niggas being creeps. Like, a nigga sent me a drink across the bar, like, was cool about it. Wasn't all weird. Like, just...
Yo, you look good, ma.
Wasn't
Facts.
doing right. Like, that it was just like, yo, what you drink?
Yeah.
But
Like,
you know
he
what
like,
that
send
is?
her a drink.
But that's his you look
Wasn't
good.
over here in my phone like, yo, I'm gonna buy you a drink, but you won't give me your number? Like it
But
wasn't
that's his you look good, ma.
Yeah,
That's the language. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
So, to be fair, in the South, men have expectation of getting the pussy immediately. Whereas in New York, that ain't the temperature unless you...
Where?
Hold on. Let me finish.
Niggas will send you a drink and go about their day.
No,
out here.
listen. In the South, unless you that nigga up here, niggas will play it a little bit smoother. They'll be like, all right, let me play the long game. But in the South, yo, what's up with that pussy? It's always been like that. We all lived in the South.
I'm a down south nigga then, because I don't even know what
He
these
wants
niggas
the
are talking
pussy
about.
immediately.
I don't
Like,
even know.
stay
I don't even know what
across
he's
the door.
talking about let it breathe. No, bitch. You want the drink? You know what I want. What's good? I might not. Yeah, he's like Timber. I might
That's
not
what
be
she's
on
saying.
your. But see, the difference with the Atlanta nigga is he's on her back.
Yeah.
The Harlem nigga got the same expectation, but like she said, oh, the swag,
The
niggas
swag
is
is
cool.
way
He can't send a drink and be like, yo, what's up? What's up?
But that's a
That-
culture
that ain't
thing
our-
in
that
the
ain't our
South.
style.
No, but in the South, that's always been the thing. Even when I used to go to the BET Spring Blings, niggas just grab like, what's up? Yeah, nigga. I go back.
You was
Remember when this
outside.
was hot? Remember when
I've
this
been
was hot?
outside.
Remember when this down south shit was hot? When niggas would just walk up to a girl and be like, yo, it's your Cash App. Remember when niggas was doing that shit?
No, we missed that one.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Bro, you saw Circuit do it right in my Kool-Aid. Talking about what's your cash app and send the bitch a cash app.
He's an isolated situation.
You're bugging.
That's an isolated
Y'all
situation.
bugging. That's down south, Midwest niggas talking about what's your cash
You
app.
right. Any nigga who's ever sent me money on Cash App and didn't know me personally was like from either the South or Midwest.
Y'all niggas, I travel the world, bro. Like, I know what niggas is doing. That's not isolated.
What?
Down south and Midwest niggas, especially Midwest, Chicago, Naptown, Kentucky, Detroit, St. Louis, them
I
niggas
love
is on.
Detroit niggas.
Them niggas is on. What's your cash app, nigga?
She said, I love Detroit
Them
niggas.
niggas was on. What is your cash app?
Yes,
and then when you get the cash app, my name is Tamira. What's good? What are y'all talking about? That was general practice, nigga.
Not general practice.
Y'all bugging. See, New York niggas, we be different. That's why niggas hate us. That's why I try to say niggas hate. Cause
I'm
niggas,
telling you.
cause niggas come down. If a bitch even say cash after one of us, we like, what the fuck is you talking about, bitch?
Immediately, attitude.
Fuck out of here, bird,
Nah,
bitch. Down south niggas is like, yo, give me that. You know what I mean? I'm
You gotta
telling
earn
you.
this shit.
No, they don't
When
gotta
I
earn.
first moved
No,
to,
I'm saying
They
that's how
still
we
getting
are.
dope money though. Let's not get it fucked up.
They still
Niggas
got
up
that
here ain't
free.
getting real money no more.
That's true.
Down south in the Midwest, they got dope. They got dope money, nigga.
Disposable
ya.
They got
cash.
exactly
Date the drug
disposable
dealers.
income.
What did you say? Say that out loud.
date the drug dealers.
I've always said that.
I've always said it too.
I've always said
Leave
that.
the scammers alone. Date the drug dealers.
But the
I
drug
always
dealers
said
be
it.
getting girls killed. The girl just got murdered in
Yeah.
Queens.
You gotta
Walked
see,
up on a
be
nigga
smart
car.
about it. Yeah.
Nigga, you can't be smart about it because, like, if we really want to talk about it, we all from the hood. We know niggas bite the dust. We know that the number one target for a nigga is they girl. Whether you gonna kidnap her, kill her, fuck her, whatever. That's the number one target.
Yo, listen, there's a bunch of gangsters in Haiti had kidnapped this official's girlfriend, right? They held her for ransom. He paid the ransom. So a week went by, and it's like, yo, what's up? Where my girl at? It's like, yo, bro, we're gonna bring her back. I know you paid it, but the pussy is so smoking, we had to keep her for a few more days.
No.
Real shit. So, what that's always saying, niggas go, if you want to get to these gangsters and these politicians, you do it through their lady. They brought her back, but they was like, this pussy kind of rocking. We'll give you a
I thought you was
discount.
gonna say she was dead already.
No.
Like,
No.
that's
It's
where
like we
this
was
going.
enjoying this shit too much.
I know women that have got burnt up in the car.
Yeah.
I know all this just because of the nigga. It seems really good, nigga. I almost lost my life fucking with drug dealers and being the music business.
Fucking
nigga.
with drug dealers' girlfriends, and make sure you clear that up.
I wasn't fucking. No, the drug dealer
girlfriend.
The drug dealer was fucking with my ex-girlfriend and fell in love with her.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with
That's
his
a
girl,
nasty game, too.
okay? And she wasn't my girl. I was just fucking her at the time. And he started rocking with her and fell in love with her. I don't fuck with niggas. I never have to fuck with a nigga girl. I always had girls. I never needed nobody else's shit. So let's get it fucked up. Let's not get it fucked up. That's what happened, my nigga. So niggas get this shit twisted, and that's what happens. The girl is the target.
All
Number
the time.
one. And if she don't understand that, it becomes a major problem. Because we know you got money too. Because we know he's giving you money.
Of course.
Yeah, so you're the prize.
We know there's a stash in your house somewhere. We know it is.
Hey, Tamara, you saw Paid in Full.
I sure did. No, I was dating a guy that I didn't know his history. Google people if you
Google
really
don't
gonna date
always
them.
work. My Google.
I know, but if I would have Googled, I would have known. So Google people. I was dating a guy once, and he had came to pick me up from work, and my coworker was like, "That's your boyfriend?" And I was like, "Bitch, who's his girlfriend? The fuck is you about to say? Like, what are you talking about?" So she was like, "I don't know who his girlfriend is." She was like, "But he was on the first 48." Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Get me out of here. First 48 has a whole reputation of all type of stuff. I didn't know. You gotta know what type of people you're dealing with. You know how many people, like, in the street to this day still be like, you was dating that rat-ass nigga, blah, 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 all type of stuff, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I did have the money. That was the most financially stable I've ever been in my life. But
You took a hit for it.
yeah, like, even, like I said, to this day, me and him have removed 3-4 years. People still, to this day, still identify me as
3-4
his-
years right now is not a lot of time
Not a
to
lot of time,
disassociate
Well,
with
get away
somebody
from me,
right now.
please. COVID done happened. Y'all niggas done did PPPs, all type of shit. Come on.
What else you got on the docket?
Let me see what else I got
I like
for
when
you.
we have these topics.
Let me.
Ghost don't fuck with these topics, just so you know. These is like current event-y.
Oh, I got one.
He don't like current
It's not
event-y.
current event. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Okay.
All right, so I was talking to my homeboy the other day, and he didn't want to buy a Valentine's Day gift for the girl he's currently having sex with because he doesn't want a serious relationship with her. But she's like, hey, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? On her side, that's the nigga she's fucking on, so she should get something for Valentine's Day.
What's something?
What's something? What is she gonna get?
Something.
A nice
All right,
dinner.
wait, let me help him.
A nice dinner out and some,
I'll take a dinner.
and some dick.
Simple.
You could go to the 99 cent store and get a teddy bear and flowers and
No.
something.
Okay, we can do flowers.
Something.
I got something
A
very
card.
easy.
You could draw a
Edible
picture.
arrangements. That's
There
enough
we
to
go.
keep her calm.
She could do something like that.
But the key word she said was he don't want to have a serious
He
relationship.
don't want. He said he's not getting her nothing for Valentine's.
So February 15th, the edible arrangement
Wait,
comes.
no,
Or
no.
February 4th.
No.
What you think it as?
He said he's not lying to
Is he a down south nigga?
He's from Mount Vernon, but he lives down south. He's been down there for a while.
He's down south nigga. Like,
He lying.
He said he's telling her the truth. He said that
He's lying to her.
he just got out of a relationship. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I don't know what he's lied to me for. He was asking for advice.
he lying because he want to fuck you.
We've
No,
been through this for a long time.
He's waiting.
He's
He
waiting.
could wait, but like,
Men
how long you
lie-
gonna wait?
No,
10,
listen,
20 years?
Listen, when the pussy's really good, men are going to lie and manipulate to keep it going.
But how
Just
is
like if
telling
you have
me
good
that you're-
dick, you do things that you don't do for niggas with regular dick, right?
How is this gonna get me to give him pussy?
See, you
By
can't.
saying you cheap and you don't want to give the bitch that
No.
you...
He's a good man.
I don't see
Yes.
that. I think he's horrible.
He's not doing
I
nothing for
think
these
he's
whole. He's not
horrible.
doing nothing for these whole bitches. I'm only gonna do it for a woman that I like. I really
There you
like.
go.
No, that's not what the story
Yo,
is.
you can't tell us how men think.
I'm telling you, that's not what the story is. He
All right,
does
what is
not
the story?
like me. The truth is that he wants somebody to be on his side.
Is
He
it
just
your
wants-
manager that's waiting for you downstairs?
No.
Is that who we talking about?
No, it's my homeboy Jay. I'll say his name.
Oh,
He just got out of a 3-year relationship, and he said that the girl knew him while he was in this relationship, so she
So
knows that he's
overlap.
about to get out. Like, he knows that she's not emotionally available. He knows that she doesn't.
no,
She
don't do
knows
that.
that.
Don't do
This is what this are his
she was
words,
in the
not mine.
She was in the friend zone, fuck zone. She was waiting, and now she feels like that was
How much pussy has this nigga got? Because he's talking crazy. Somehow
gets a decent
she
amount.
knows what. That's all out the fucking window.
Yes.
She knows what.
Yes.
What, nigga? No, that was when you had her. You don't have her no more.
But see, this is why women
Yes.
be setting themselves up for the kill. You cannot expect a relationship from a man who just got out of a serious relationship.
Most niggas
Yeah,
jump right back in a relationship
That's your
because they
problem.
don't want to be lonely.
Exactly.
That's true.
And then you're used as a placeholder until he
I'm
finds a
just
bitch that
telling
he
you,
really wants.
she's not thinking about what's best for him. She's thinking about what's best for her.
herself.
I don't give a fuck if
She's
you jumping out.
delusional.
I don't
That's all
want
it
you.
is.
I don't want you jumping to no other bitch. You gonna jump into this relationship.
I also think girls think that they could change men's minds. They
Men think
like,
they can
oh, he
change a
said
woman's
that.
mind. What are you talking about?
Nigga trying to change a hoe to a housewife all day.
Okay, we know that. Men do it all the time. She's not like that.
That's why I don't like you. That's why I don't like when you say the phrase about the men deserve less
They
because
do.
because
They do.
it's people.
Standing
Because
on
these
that.
bitches is super duper trash.
Listen, I'm not in the argument for the girls. I'm in here to go against the men. Somebody else
Yeah,
do.
that's
Somebody
what
could
I'm
start
checking.
the Women's Deserve Less campaign. You could be the president of that one. I, however, am the president of Men Deserve Less. That's a whole different
I fuck
campaign.
with her authenticity.
But
yo.
what is the basis? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
I
There
just-
don't be no basis.
I
It
hate
is
this question. No,
basic.
hold
You
on,
say the
Tamira.
same thing that women do.
Yo, I think this is a fuckboy question, but men never ask this question, but I'm going to be the one. Who hurt you?
Who hurt me? Jose Martinez from 6th grade.
Respect to Jose.
6th grade.
What about the snitch?
Did he hurt you?
He
didn't hurt
I
you?
knew what type of dog I was dealing with.
Okay.
So
All
right,
what
that's
I
respect.
dealt with him. Didn't
You know
really
who
hurt.
fucked me up? Give Nicole
Yes.
Callier.
See?
9th grade.
See, I'm trying to tell you, we remember.
Nigga,
I don't date Spanish niggas to this day because of that.
Listen, Nikki,
Respect.
you know you respectfully, you fucked me up. She turned me. I was like, fuck all bitches. I'm hoeing. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking everything. Move. You wanna fuck? I'm putting this car. What's up? I'm lit. Nikki,
I would name them chicks, but they're
Nicole Callier did it.
all lit. So I don't even want to
Not
do
who
it.
your exes
Yeah,
were,
and he
not
know
mine.
2 of them. He's like, nah,
I
not
don't know none of them bitches.
Now, last time I ran
Wait,
into
time out, hold
Jose,
up. You can't say I know somebody I never met, nigga. Fuck is you talking
he
about?
said, you don't know
2
you
of
know them, but you know them.
They've been on shit. Oh, no, let me stop.
Uh-oh.
I don't know them. What's his nickname, Ghost? Secret Man. Stop.
I like
I
that.
mean, he can't just, bro, he know him. No, I don't. I don't know.
Don't have a clue.
No, I have no clue. I've never seen none of his girlfriends in life. I've never seen none of ghosts. I mind my fucking business.
But that's not fair. So then, what if y'all
What's up?
cross lap on a female?
I can't
No,
cross out
that
female.
don't
I'm
happen
married.
like that.
That
I'm
don't
married.
That don't work like that,
I
Tamara.
bet.
Tamara,
How?
we have
Okay.
protocols in place for that not to happen.
Okay.
When men are working together, there are protocols.
I don't think
the
all the
group
same
chat.
bitches.
Got it.
I don't think we're in the realm where we even like the same type of women or
that's
people.
good. Yeah, that's
And
good.
even if that
we're
happened,
totally different people.
that's like we have a better chance of hitting the lotto before that
Exactly.
happens. Yeah.
Exactly. I'd be like, what?
What?
Like, you don't like
What?
me if you like
Like,
ghosts. He's totally different.
that
I
from
don't
say
even
that
make-
to people sometimes too. I'd be like, if you try to hang out, holla at her, like
You can't
then
like
I'm
me.
not your type.
No, you can't like me. Like, no.
Y'all judge people based on their exes?
I
definitely.
judge people based on that. Well, men particularly have a type usually, so like.
You think? Well, I can't. You know what?
It
I
could
do.
be
Yo,
looks
listen.
or
I
aggression
don't have
or
a
whatever
type.
it is.
It doesn't matter to me. And we him talked about it. Niggas do be having a type. Niggas be liking light skin.
Yeah, how
Like
is
like
it?
I
Chris
like
Brown, all
I like
bitches,
smaller
what you say?
women.
Yeah, see,
That's
you
the
something
type.
like that. Yeah.
I like that's my type.
Yeah, we know your type. We're not.
Some people like short girls. Some people like tall girls.
Yeah. And we're not gonna say because we ain't trying to get get
trouble.
demonetized.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're not trying to get demonetized.
I want to know the answer. To
Oh,
that,
no,
that
you-
it could get
What's
you
the question?
Demonetized.
I didn't hear it.
Do we judge people by their
For the
exes?
most part, people do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've judged my wife for over her exes all the time. And she's called me, oh, that bitch is a hoe. That's your ex? She's a fucking hoe. And I'm like, this is the nigga you was walking
No,
around
that's
with?
but that's what niggas will do. Like they love to clown the nigga that you used to be with.
Not really. Sometimes too.
I
guy
did.
be like,
I love to clown them.
oh,
I do.
Depends on the dude.
I do. Because some niggas, I'm a nigga to give niggas credit. I'll be like, yo, the nigga's that nigga, he get pussy. But when a nigga is a fucking cornball or some stupid shit,
Exactly.
I'll be like, yo, you can't be
how did he
serious.
infiltrate you?
Yes. Like
can't
when
be-
I came from college, I started dating like a real popular crazy boy, and everybody was like, "What? How the fuck did y'all two get together?" And then I was like, "I don't know. Like I love him, but that's that fucking college girl."
Your frontal
thing.
lobe wasn't developed.
Yeah, like I was just, and it's crazy because I was dating like a nurse, a good guy, and I just
Women don't like good guys. Good guys are
not
trash.
when you're 20, not when you're 20.
When
When
you're
30,
50,
they want.
no, women do not like good
Good
guys.
guys
You know what
ever.
guys they like? A guy that they feel like has changed. So he's not necessarily a good guy. He's a bad guy that
Like,
realized he
good.
should do better things.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I
that's
like
the
that. I
spectrum.
like a bad guy
That's
that
the
realizes
spectrum.
he can do better
Nobody
things. I
likes a
like
good
that.
guy. When I saw another show when the girl said, yo, the guy opened the door for me. He came and bought me flowers. She said, I got to the restaurant, he pulled a chair out. She said, as soon as he did that, I texted my girlfriends and said, this nigga's acting weird.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
made
was
her pussy dry.
But he was doing everything that the women say that they want.
I don't know. I'm the opposite of that because I want a ghetto like.
So you're not opposite of that.
romantic nigga.
You're not opposite of
romantic
that.
You're not
nigga.
opposite. You're the same thing.
You want ghosts from power.
Yes.
there you go.
Send me
Every black girl wants ghosts
You,
from power.
you want a drug dealer that owns a nightclub.
They caught
that-
5-10 bodies.
Yeah, that goes to museums with you.
That no don't play.
Yeah. And he could command a threesome if you feel froggy within that moment.
Yes, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that
I
was
like
the-
it.
They want ghosts.
Yeah.
They want ghosts. We do the girls.
What
do
about
ghosts.
Ronnie from
Fif-
Raising
wait,
I
wait.
haven't watched it yet.
50 Cent.
I like to binge watch, so I'm trying
got you.
I'm trying
No,
to
that-
wait. I'm trying to hold it up.
Yo, shout out to Rosal. Damn, Rosal.
Salute to Rosal because she don't get credit for this and she's not, we don't want to weaponize this. She was at the revolt meeting inconspicuously when we first was trying to get that revolt thing going.
Oh God, why you?
I like to say it.
But you saying stuff that don't nobody know what you
I
talking
know.
about. So why would you say it if they don't know what you're talking about?
They know what we talking about now.
They do not. What are you talking
Shouts
about?
out to a girl from Harlem. I
I
love
was
the
about to say,
topic.
ain't revolt like in trouble right now? So
I know.
Ain't that a
It don't matter to us
it's
now.
Good.
It's good now.
So
Right now.
shit. Look
We-
at God.
we
protecting
dodged that
you.
bullet.
Ain't nobody.
Yo,
said,
thank you to Space Ghost and Essa. We dodged that bullet.
Nobody said revolt is in trouble.
A word?
All we know is that Puffy
You know,
resigned
I'm like,
as
wow.
chairman. But Puffy was a figurehead of a lot of things. There are
DJ
other people that are
Clue, probably
running
the
it.
most
Yeah, but in
exactly.
order to have a company that's really successful, you kind of need a face or a figure that you're attaching to it. And now that we don't have that for Revolt, it's like when you think of
Hey, yo, Revolt, yo, attach my face, Revolt. I'm here for you. I'm totally here for you, my dude. Trust
You
me.
got to think of something. You have to have a staple something when you think of revolt.
Yeah.
Diddy was the staple something.
That
Any
is.
network, anything. TRL was.
Damn, you did go to college. You kind of
BET.
smart.
Thank you.
What college you went to?
I don't Sex in the City for me because that's what I watched. The Sopranos, The
What do
Wire.
you think a television show?
No, for HBO would be Game of Thrones right now.
Oh, Game.
So,
I don't-
but his
you
point
have to
is,
have a.
but y'all making his point.
You naming 30 different shows.
Shows.
Well, that's over
so
time,
why
but he
Revolt
said
can't?
right now-
So why Revolt can't get a good show
What
and
is
not be
gonna
the
be
face of the
it?
show?
What is gonna be it?
Why? No, but 50.
How 50?
50.
No, 50
Power.
is the.
Power,
Power
BMF.
Universe.
No, BMF. I'm going.
But that's Power Universe.
No.
Yes, it
Yes,
Yes,
is.
it is. Yes, it is.
BMS is Power
Sure
Universe.
is.
Yes,
Don't
it
do that,
is.
nigga.
Another point for
That's
50.
Green Light
Sure
Gang,
is.
Power Universe. Chill.
Sure is.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
nigga. Yes, it is.
No, it is not. That is part
The
of.
eventuality.
BMF is
The
a part of Power
eventuality.
Universe.
The eventuality. Hold on. Big Meech is gonna run into Rock and say, "Yo, come to Atlanta and move these packs."
That's what you think is. That's how
No,
you think
BMF
all
Yes.
this
is part of
gonna-
Power Universe.
Okay, that's how you think all of this is gonna
I
align.
spent years with 50. He gonna pull that stunt. Yes. No, he's not.
I was about to say, doesn't BMF have to have some realism to it in order?
It don't fucking matter. It's a
Alright.
dramatization.
Yo, listen, whatever 50 Cent do, he's down with it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I'm
you know what I'm saying?
full of
Like,
Oh, you a 50 Cent stan?
No.
he started out in fucking. This is 50.
There we go.
Well, he didn't start out there, but that was his big break. Was this 50?
I used to
On
bother
the face of power? Nah, that's Jack Thriller.
No, you're the
Yeah.
face of this is 50.
That's Jack Thriller. I ain't gonna. We can't rewrite. No, it's not. Nobody do shit on This Is 50.
I don't know if you could say.
No, it's not.
I think you and Jack Thriller
Nah,
were the
it's
face
Jack
of this in
Thriller.
Philly.
I'm not, it's Jack Thriller.
Nah, it was y'all two.
Nah, it's Jack Thriller.
It-
If
it
you
was
ask,
y'all.
niggas gonna be like, niggas would be like, hold on, you're over there? I know Jack. That's Jack Thriller. That's real shit.
I got a question. If y'all had to put like a New York top 5 records out right now, what's top 5 New York
Nah,
records?
you asking
out?
me the wrong thing right
New
now.
York-
because-
a New
because,
York
because
There's
record?
no New York music out.
the only
that's
thing
why.
that I know is big
Ice
about-
Spice?
is 4-1, and that's kind of old now
Yeah.
because shit goes by fast.
4-1.
It's
Ice-
a lot. It's just a
anything
lot
Ice
of.
Spice?
It's a lot of separate drill rappers
Girls.
putting records out, but there's nothing
But
that's
drill
going to the
markets
masses.
don't
There's nothing
go
going
past
to the
New York.
masses. That's why I
Yeah.
say if nothing out here in New York that's going to the masses right now in New York, we need a new superstar. Ice Spice, they had to be it, and I fuck with Ice Spice, but she's not the total package as far as performing and doing all that stuff. She
She's
looks
getting
good as
better, though.
fuck. She's racy. She's viral. Her song is hitting, but we need somebody else
Mm-hmm.
to compliment who she is. When we had Cardi, we had Nicki and Cardi.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
She needs an adversary.
She's an adversary.
I like that. So did y'all see the list of the rappers that are washed up now? Like,
I
Yeah,
saw
we saw
him.
that.
how y'all feel about it?
It's a
You ain't see it?
It's like 10 lists of
Little
rappers
Baby's
that are,
up there.
The Baby.
Mill.
The Baby.
Man.
What's the dude? What's the crazy
Bobby
dude?
Shmurda.
What's the crazy dude in Utah? Young boy, NBA young boy is
NBA.
up there.
But that was the old tier. That's why.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's the new tier?
No, I seen a rapper. What's the rapper name? I think his name is Honcho. He did an interview
From
the other day.
Atlanta.
He from Atlanta. Okay, yeah. So he's from Atlanta.
Found the 300.
He did an interview the other day, and they asked him like, "What's his Mount Rushmore of Atlanta?" And this nigga put nobody that like we would put. Like he was
How
like,
old is he though?
He's actually signed to YSL, but they.
but
trying
he
to-
didn't do no Ti, no Jeezy, no Gucci.
But
He was
what
like,
is
I don't
his
listen
age,
to them.
though?
He got it. I don't know.
He's younger.
gotta be
That-
like
that
18.
makes sense, though.
Who did he say?
He said like Young Thug,
That makes sense.
21.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy. We have a new generation of like
Yes.
icons now. So
21
now,
been out mad long.
so
He's
who's
been
the
out-
New York? Who's that for New York?
We got Ice Spice.
Ice.
A Boogie.
And you got Nicki.
Hey Boogie, if you
But
want.
A Boogie isn't worldwide. He's not worldwide. As bad as we want him to be. I fuck with A Boogie, but he's not worldwide.
I can't. argue
Yo,
that.
if I don't think 21 Savage is worldwide, I can't think A Boogie is worldwide. What are we
I think
talking
y'all
about?
let 21 Savage get away with too much, and that's
What
what,
you
I
mean?
will
Too much
say.
for what? What
His
you mean?
bars be very doodle, and y'all let him get away with it. He raps the same exact way Ice Spice
But
raps.
how are we let? But
He
but
raps the same. So does
Tamara,
Ice Spice.
Tamara, we're
They
not.
have the same-
Tamara, we're not letting
Bitch,
them
I'm a
get.
fart. he say the same shit. But he say the same bullshit ass
But
kindergarten
T,
rap.
we're not letting him get away with it. It's the younger kids. It's like you just said, it's a generation under us that's what they're listening to. I can't go against what they're liking when they're the consumers. I'm not consuming a lot of 21. I'm being honest. I respect him, what he's doing, but am I bumping 21 in my car? The only time I bumped 21 in my car was with his first single that was crazy.
Yeah.
His very first one that was dumb, and his shit with him and Drake.
And we've spoken about this. Hip hop is based on being current and popular culture.
Yes.
Currently, right now, 21 has the ears of the young
They
generation.
named him the #1 rapper of 2023. They say he's the hottest rapper.
Yeah. I know it sounds crazy,
But let's be real. If we're going to talk about it, but I'm about to say, as much as I said that I don't
Drake
listen
is
to
the cheat
21,
code.
who else is there besides Drake to say 21 wasn't the #1 rapper of that year? Who?
Lotto.
Nah.
Lotto has the #1 Billboard. Lotto was rapping her ass off last year. She had a good year.
Lotto had one record. 21.
That shit broke the fucking charts. That song she got 7 days a week with them Chinese people, that shit is literally broke all records for fucking streams and downloads. It might not be our culture,
So the Ice
but
Spice
shit,
with
she
Pink
gets that
Panther.
point.
So the Ice Spice with Pink Panther. But
I'll
does it
take the
matter?
points.
But it doesn't matter.
Points on the board is
It's not.
points
It's
on
not.
the board.
But it's not. It's not. Us in hip hop, we don't accept points on the board when you don't have a lot of points in hip hop on the board. So if
because that's pop. That's what we
if you want to do Pink Panthers, Spice gets no points for being on Pink Panther shit. Nobody urban even gives a fuck she's on Pink Panther shit.
Not a single person.
That song, I was about to say that
And
song
it's a
was
super fire zone.
This is what I'm saying. So even with the
Enjoyed
Lotto
it.
song, I'm gonna keep it real. I never even heard it with the other girls. I never heard the record. You know how I found out about it? Because people have talked about it, say, yo, it's a big record. This is the only rapper that's been in the #1 or whatever it was. That's how I found out about the record. I never to this day have heard that record. That's what I'm saying. So we can't say that she's that. 21 would have to be it. You knew 21 records even if they was with Drake. You know them. They not gonna name Drake the #1 rapper because they can't give Michael Jordan the MVP and LeBron the MVP every year.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't give can't give it to him every year because if we want to keep it real, every year Drake drop, who's bigger than Drake?
For a woman, the unfair situation is they always say when you fight the champion in order to be the champion,
Gotta knock him out.
You gotta knock him out.
So
a woman has to now do 3 times the work that a man has to do for it to be respected.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. What you're saying in regards to Lotto, I think you might have a valid point, but that's only points on the scorecard. She would have to knock
Literally
out
have to
21
knock him
like
out.
completely.
I see what you're saying.
And that's I'm not saying
she got to
it's-
come with a Cardi B Lotto album and it's fire.
Boom.
Yeah.
Then it's undeniable.
Lotto's
Yes.
#1.
Yes.
Everything on the billboard.
Yeah, Lotto's #1.
Lotto niggas love Lotto across the country.
Agreed.
Yo, I'm glad we just said that. Cardi B been struggling to come out with a project, right? Why don't she just do a dual project with somebody? Wouldn't
Can't
that be
do that
smart?
for her sophomore album. We've
Why?
been waiting on that album way too long. She needs to show
Her
that she can
sophomore
stand
album,
on her.
we're not even gauging her.
She needs to stand on her toes by herself.
Why? Hold on. Why does she have to do that?
If she can't come out with I don't think she should come out with especially since her and Nicki got this beef going on. Nicki dropped Pink Friday and all that. She need to prove that she could stand on her own as a rapper without doing a dual project with somebody else.
But do you believe in people saying, like, people compete with me? I don't compete with nobody. What if she's not competing with
She
Nicki?
is. We're not gonna do that because if that was the case, she would have dropped that album.
You know why
she was supposed to. She was
you know
supposed
why,
to drop her album
you know
back
why,
in December.
You
She
know
pushed
why
it
she's
back.
not competing with Nicki? And I'm gonna be honest with you. One, Partisan Fontaine's not there. That's the first thing, to write the rhymes, right? And two, everybody know Nicki write her rhyme. Nicki's a beast with rapping.
Listen, I agree with Nicki.
Niggas can
I
say,
don't like Nicki as a human,
we can
but
say
I love her as a rapper.
Nicki Minaj is what you put when you file taxes. You can say rapper. That's what the fuck Nicki Minaj is, okay?
Not
Very
entertainer.
few people could do
You
that.
not fucking with that. You ignore that. That's like Jay-Z said, I want war.
No, I'm not saying Nicki's competing
I
with
don't
Cardi. I'm
want
saying
war with
Cardi's
Hov.
competing with her. Cardi in her head is like, damn, this is the standard now. Nicki came out.
I don't think Cardi's thinking like
Tamira,
that.
no.
I'm telling you, Cardi's scared. I'm telling you.
Tamira, she should be scared. You know why? Because people like you are comparing her and saying she's in competition with Nicki. She
Y'all
cannot.
are
Hold on. You see, you don't have the Ray Daniels here right now, but and Essel's being modest. when he mentioned Partisan Fontaine, it has to go back to what Ray Daniels went with you when you weren't there for that episode. A songwriter and an artist, there's a certain level of chemistry that it's really hard to replicate. The only dude we've ever seen get away with it is Puff. Whoever the writer was, he was Drake too as well, whatever. But Drake also writes for people, so let's have that caveat. But when you have a chemistry with writing with somebody and they understand your cadence and your flow, anytime we've ever seen an artist lose their ghostwriter, their music suffered.
So when did Party and Cardi separate?
When
After
she
the
got
album,
with the Migos.
when she got with the when quality control took over.
So then why are we still having this argument 3 years later about why she's not putting out a project? She couldn't
Because
find
she
a new
don't. She needs to.
ghostwriter?
No,
Babe,
we talking about chemistry.
Babe, listen.
Find a new ghostwriter.
That's like saying find another boyfriend.
See, this is the part.
What
This is the
you
part
talking
about. This is the part about the music business that you don't
why Nicki
understand.
win.
Chemistry, you can't just do it.
Yeah.
Think about, and we're gonna put it on us. Think about the other show that we was on. Think about how we talked about you and Ray. The number one thing we talked about was chemistry, and you can't find it. It's hard to find chemistry. You overlook that. Everybody, Partisan Fontaine on that first album was Cardi B. It was Cardi B's vibe.
So he did he did
Yes.
gangsta bitch music.
Yeah,
Volume
so
one
when
and two?
you took Partisan Fontaine out of it, right? Now she's with Offset. Now she's managed by quality control.
Right.
And you know how South niggas is.
Partisan
Move
Fontaine,
that nigga away.
Partisan
Okay.
Fontaine, we don't know why this happened or whatever, but he was not writing for her. All these records that you're hearing that you don't like are non-Partisan Fontaine records.
And to do him the solid, why you think she jumped on that song, backing it up, that everyone liked? And they didn't push that song forward, even though had that been a Cardi record,
That would have been, and I said it should have been Cardi, and I said this back in the day. I said they fucked up. I said, and I told Heineken, this went back from first started. I said they trying to end Partisan Fontaine.
Yup.
And niggas was looking at me like, why are you saying that? I said because it's too early to put him out. They trying to put him out so he could flop. So
His
he could.
project was actually really good.
But they
you
put him
understand
out.
the rollout.
They put him out so he could flop, so he could be dedicated to Cardi B.
Okay, I like
right?
the plan.
Because if they wanted him to win, what they do is that's a Cardi B record
actually smart.
featuring Partisan Fontaine.
And he
Now
up.
Partisan Fontaine is the toast of the town because they're gonna use the Cardi B budget. Push the record up. Now Partisan Fontaine is a star. If Partisan Fontaine is a star, he's gonna say, "Oh, the right for Cardi B is $8 million," or "I don't have time."
Facts. All right.
So when they dated him, right, it just took her, she blew up so much, it took her to quality control, and the same thing happened, but now they don't have the writer. You need the relationship. When she broke up with Offset, you know what Heineken called me? He said, time for her to get back with Partisan Fontaine, let Partisan Fontaine write them records. But then she's fucking around with Megan Thee Stallion and Bongos. You can't keep doing that.
That was double
Yeah.
dipping.
So
You
now
can't keep doing that.
And that was tricky because we like, you doing a record with Meg when Party's your nigga?
And you had
Gave you your biggest hits.
And she had 2 major singles. Let's not fuck up.
Yo.
She was on Lotto shit. Although you said Lotto shit was big, the rap record, the Rap Me Out the Plastic shit.
Took me out the-
When Cardi got on that, everybody started playing it, and she got on Glorilla shit. She was primed to drop a record.
Yup.
She was with the young girls. She was back in the know.
Had an ill verse.
And I told Heineken on the phone, I said, she need to call Partisan Fontaine
now.
right now. Right now is the time to make peace with Partisan Fontaine and be like, I just need a record, bro.
Yeah, let's get it
Let's
rocking.
make money, bro. It's the same thing I
They
said about...
need each other.
About
I was
young...
gonna ask you if you was partisan, would you do it?
Yes.
You went to-
Yes. He
What?
needs
I'm
it.
not with Megan no more. I got Jada Kingdom. She fine. I need some money.
Yes.
Where's the tracks, bitch?
Let's go.
And give me an advance.
Yeah.
You know how many niggas we fucked with the
So your
track?
feelings not gonna be hurt. Fuck it.
Tamira.
Whose feelings you talking
Tamira,
about?
look me in my
Party.
face. Tamira, look
Why
me in
would
my
his
face.
feelings-
You left me for dead when you got with this fucking bum ass
Tamira.
Miko
How many
nigga, and
bitches
now
go
you
back
can't
to
fucking
bum
hang out with
niggas
me?
because he hit her at the right
I'm
time?
just saying, men
What are
be
you
trying to
talking
stand on
about?
business.
Tamira.
Men be trying to stand on business.
Niggas that tried to blackball me out the game, I work with them. I tell Heineken in advance, yo, this nigga gonna try to act brand new, but you know what? It's for the work. We're gonna advance ourselves. I'ma deal with the nigga. This is business. This ain't personal. I've been around the Jewish community where they talk, this cocksucker, this goddamn bastard, but when it comes to that work,
They right there. You absolutely right.
we're
are absolutely
working.
right.
That's what black
If you ain't say nothing that made sense to me all day, it was
Black
that. Them
people
Jews
don't
will talk
understand
shit
that.
about you and be right there. Hey,
working.
buddy.
And not just, hey, buddy, I got a check for
Yeah,
you.
right here,
and
ready
go
to go.
take care of your kids. And when is Sally coming over to play with so-and-so
Easy.
in the backyard? Because they might fuck around and marry each other and keep this money tight. I can't stand you, but it's for the community. It's for the business. That's how we conduct ourselves. Many niggas know I'd be like, yo, this nigga, how no beat with a nigga. I'd be like, hi, you know why nigga act like that? Because he know I don't really fuck with him. But I'ma still do the interview. A nigga, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna say his name. I felt like Benny the Butcher still don't fuck with me from a misconception from another show that's not right. But he's a Sagittarius, and he was professional, right? He's a professional. During the whole interview, I was like, damn, oh shit, like, all right, Benny know that was just some TV shit. We squashed the beef and everything. Like, there is no beef. He said that there's no problem with me. Nigga follow. Collaborate with other niggas. He ain't following me. He ain't collaborating with me. I called Heineken. I said, he don't fuck with me. He said, you would. He said, how you know? I said, I'm a Sagittarius.
I know.
And we are the niggas. I said, think about me, Hein. How many niggas have I been around and I've worked with and smoked and everything? And when a nigga leave, I be like, I don't really fuck with that nigga. But it's for my work. And I'm going to move forward. So you respect it.
When I think about it, there's a lot of rappers that don't fuck with us and we be around them. You would never know.
Yeah. It's for the work. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
It's for the work.
when you get the response, it's simple. A follow is free. So if I did yeoman's work for you, if I put you on an interview that set you up for all your other interviews to give them the premise of what they're gonna ask you, I did you a solid. If I brought people here to cook food for you, if I do a platform, if I take you to my main radio station, I'm showing you mad love. You would naturally follow me. I got you lit. When you don't, I say, okay, he don't fuck with me. That's totally
That's a good way to
cool.
look at it.
But he kept it professional.
As
would've
long as
never
it's
known.
professional.
And that's all I could personally
That's the
ask
music
for.
business. It's like, hey, I don't fuck with them, but however, we all have a goal to accomplish, and we all benefit from this, and that's just what life is. And white people do it all the time.
Yeah. That's something we need to get better at as a culture. Like, thinking that just because we might have had a personal issue or I don't mess with you in this way, that got to get involved or be involved with everything else. No. Let's separate that and let's get to the bag together and then leave. I really wish we could do that as a culture.
Are we as a culture, because we talk about this and this shit be trash, are we the emotional culture?
I think everyone's emotional.
We are very emotional, but we also haven't been taught how to deal with our emotions, right? We're only maybe 200 years removed from slavery, so we're just even to
Not
know
even.
that we had. That's not even yet, and then go less with Jim Crow laws, right? So we're just learning, and even just like watching us parent and relationship advice and communicating on podcasts. Like, I got a show coming out. It's called Stay Out My DMs, right? It sounds like surface level, but it's really about communicating with one another. Men will slide in my DMs and thinking they saying something. I'll be like, bro, telling me I want to get you pregnant is a threat. That shit is not cute to me. Like, that shit is not flirting with me. Like, so I want us to learn how to really talk to each other. I think talking to one another is a big thing. Like, I remember growing up, my mom would always be like, yo, y'all don't, we friends and we call bitch, yo, bitch, blah, blah, blah. And she would be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why don't y'all talk to each other like that? And even though it's like friendship and it's jokey, it really says a lot with how we communicate in the messages that we send to each other all day that we don't mean to. So I think, like, somebody told me a long time ago, the reason why you keep having problem with men is because you keep referring to them as boys. And I was like, let me stop calling men boys. So that, like, small things in our verbiage.
because men, this ain't on the business topic, but we take mad shit personal that
Exactly.
we can't speak on because it's not looked at. So we'll react to it. So this bitch called me a boy. Okay,
Right.
I'm going to treat her.
It's noted, and I don't even know. Right.
I'm already like different with her.
Yep.
So if I fuck, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because of how you're referring to me. You already coming in the room with a disrespectful thought about me. So why am I going to even respect you or open my mind and heart to you?
Exactly. So I think, like, once we learn how to communicate with each other a little bit better, everything will will get better, from business, from family structure to education to like even watching Harlem get gentrified the way we did. That happened because everybody didn't speak to their neighbor. Nobody was like, hey, don't take that deal they giving y'all to move to the Bronx. Stay here because if you move and come back, they going to make you pay the new renovated price or get a lump sum or something. We didn't communicate to each other.
But we don't listen neither.
We don't listen either. Yeah,
I don't know what it is about our culture. We saying we don't communicate, but the people that want to communicate are not being listened to or taken seriously.
Well, communication is both things. It's not only talking, it's also listening. So when we say communicate, we also have to talk in a way that makes sense to the people that we're talking to, right? So, like, I've been a kindergarten teacher before. I've dealt with 6th grade students before. So I know the difference between talking to kindergarten kids and the difference of talking to 6th grade girls from 163rd and 3rd. Like, you gotta talk to them a lot different. With the girls, I'll be like, I will knock you out if you don't do your homework. I swear to God, play with me one more time. They gonna go do that homework. They not gonna go call their mother and cry and be like, no. They respect that shit. The little kids, they don't tie their shoe. You gotta talk to them differently. We have to figure out how to talk to each other in the proper ways and how to say it to each other. We could sit here and yell at each other all the time, but once you be like, all right, T, we not yelling at each other. Let's fix our verbiage. Let's make sure I'm saying it in a way. Make an analogy that I relate to. Like I said, oh shit, you're talking shit I can understand now. Now you're talking shit about Jews.
Now you can process it.
Exactly. So I think that that's something that our culture is missing. Like that's the biggest thing our culture is missing for me personally, I think, within us. So hopefully we'll fix that. I never believe people, but that's just because we grow up in a world. The numbers will be there. Yeah.
Too many people have lied to me. This was the final lie for me, and I'll say this: I was going to Soweto, so I was flying out, going to the motherland. Motherfucker was like, "Yo, don't pack nothing heavy. It's gonna be 90 every day when you get out there." I said, "Oh my God, I'm not even checking to see I'm packed all shorts, nigga." It never gets above 78 degrees out there. Okay? I'm all the way in a whole other continent, bro. And I'm like, every person that go, I told her, I said, every nigga told me, oh, it's gonna be hot. This is what you're gonna experience. The food is nasty. They don't sell shrimp. Shrimp is bomb. Right? Party scene is crazy. The food, if you want to go over there to Soweto, yeah, it's dirt land, but you go to Joburg, it's lit. It's all the same degree.
I'm just trying to figure out why lie though. Like why?
Nigga, yo, people
it's control. Think about this. The white people that were in South Africa said they derived from white monkeys just so they can have claim to the diamonds over there. It's like, oh, the black people came from the black monkeys. We came from the white, so we have claim to these diamonds. Mm-hmm. It's a control thing. Maybe he had a bad experience, or maybe he was mad. It was multiple. It wasn't just one. It was multiple people.
He said few people.
I asked multiple people. I asked multiple people. I tried. When you travel the world, right? Already at a young age, right? And now I'm going to a land that I've never been before, and I'm around a bunch of world travelers. I start asking, hey, yo, Tamira, you been to Joburg before? Right. Oh, no. You been there before? Yeah. I found 4 niggas that said they been there and said it was hot. Not hot. John Blaze hot, nigga.
Eyeball sweating hot.
Okay.
Hold on. I understand the line. Who was around? Who they were trying to impress? Maybe they were trying to impress you. Maybe there was another girl there.
One was definitely trying to impress me. I know one dude was trying to impress me because he was like, yo, I've been there and I do stuff over there. But the whole point is that the lion, because you said, why lie? Mm-hmm. It puts you in a position when people don't know the truth. Mm-hmm. They look at you as knowledgeable. They look at you as worldly.
Or contemporary.
They look at you. It could be about, yo, it's impressive if I tell a woman I've been to South Africa and I've been to all the places. Bitch. London, bitch. Fuck out of here, bitch.
I go there on the weekends.
I know everywhere, bitch. She's like, oh my God, he's worldly as fuck. And I'm going to speak a whole nother language.
Let me show you something.
Bitch.
Tamira interviewed Joe Budden. How many people can say they've done that? All of us in this room? So now you're going to get people that's going to make up a story. Yeah, one time I ran into Joe Budden at Sojo.
Oh, yeah, Joe Budden's supposed to be on BagFuel, but what had happened was it snowed and he couldn't get through.
And you're just talking about you being proud of the accomplishments you made.
I see what you're saying.
How many people can say I did Joe Budden and Dame Dash? That's a problem.
How many people can say they did Joe Budden and BagFuel?
Right, you better tell
No,
them.
I understand.
No, but I think what you're saying is that people just be wanting to have something to say in a conversation. They just be
No,
wanting
they
to
want to
talk.
be
They want to be
equal footing.
important.
Equal footing.
People talk just to one up you.
Yeah, just to talk,
Yeah.
just to
I've
be
been there,
included.
I've been there.
Imagine you meeting a nigga. What are you gonna say to impress you based on your resume?
A bitch will walk up
That's
to you.
why
I've been
nobody
had
dates
hair like
me.
that. I cut my shit though.
Oh, I hate when like
I cut my
girls-
shit. I've been had that shit. I
Yeah.
can show you pictures. I cut my shit though. Why are you even talking about my hair? Niggas will probably be like, yo, your hairline. This nigga right here, yo, you old, you still got your hairline. So what?
Yeah. I'm annoyed because
I
my
have a
shit
real
was
question.
ill when it could
It's a
grow.
real question.
So wait, how should men approach me then? Because now, like you said, like if I have a resume like that, like what the fuck? Because that's why nobody
They
talks
sh-
to me.
No, they'll still approach you.
No,
but,
they should approach you like
but
they would naturally approach you. You just have things going on. It's the people. What I've learned is crazy because I've heard this so long that you don't change, the people around you change, right? And anybody that knows me knows this popularity shit has nothing. If anything, I've gotten better. You know what I'm saying? When I was less popular, I was way more wild because there was no repercussions to it. I
Yes,
was wilding.
I feel
So
you.
now I'm more the gracious. Say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? So when people act weird around me, I call Heineken. I'll be like, niggas is acting weird. And the first one to act different toward me, but he brought it back in, was my father. Because he started calling me like niggas was hitting me from France a lot. So he's like, this nigga Big France, think he all that.
Ooh.
I was like, Big France, nigga. Like, but then you see, he had to grasp it in and say, oh, Randy's not no different. Like, it didn't change. So it didn't occur. But the people, it's many people around me. People don't call me no more. I be in the house. I be like, nobody calls me no more. Like, they all think that you busy.
Yep.
They all think that you moving around. It's like, nobody checks. I said, see, he likes it.
Good.
You know what I do? You know what I do, T? I'm a dick with it. I stay home. I be like, it's Wednesday. I'm going to stay home and smoke and see if Ghost, Heineken, if my wife, if anybody calls me, right? And nobody will call me. And the next day, he'll call me about some business. I'll be like, guess what, Heineken? What? Nobody called me yesterday.
Nobody.
But I told him a lot of people's phone don't ring like that, like they used to.
He did
That's a
say
good
that.
one. Because you communicate, when you see
No
somebody
text
post
neither,
on
no
IG
text
or
neither, no
something,
text.
I'm talking about
But-
phone calls.
IG, if you see somebody's alive, like you see they post it in your head, you be like, up they
See,
alive.
you're
That's a
conflating the two.
welfare
We're
check.
talking about a phone call.
Do you pick up the phone and call people a lot still?
No, I don't.
that's
I don't.
what
But
we
I
just
also
said.
don't answer my phone.
There you go. That's what we're saying.
Women got offended because I called. Like, yo, why you keep calling?
Why you calling me?
Like what? Yeah, I feel you. I need a
Yo,
warning or something.
Like a girl like Tamira, I would only call her twice a month.
I can
See,
take the- I
she's
can
shaking her head. I know the ratio.
Yeah, I could.
That's
take it.
that's more
Yo,
than
bro,
enough.
I be sitting in the house, no lie. Be looking around. I'll be like, yo, nobody fucking calls me. Only people that call me for work, or my father. Even my wife, when she's gone, she don't call. Nobody calls my phone.
If I don't hit people, they don't hit me.
Yeah, same.
I hate
same.
that shit. That's why I'm not hitting niggas no more. That's what I'm finding shit to do. That yo, I be mad. I be sitting around. I be like, this nigga Ghost don't call me. I be saying, I'll call Ghost. She get a voicemail. I just called you, Ghost. And
Call your friends.
You know why I stopped calling Ghost? Because I would call him and he'd be like, yo, what's up? I'd be like, I didn't call for now. I just called to say what's up. He'd be like, oh, okay, what's up? I'm like, I ain't calling this nigga no more.
Trying to check on you. See, welfare checks. Welfare checks are important. You
So,
gotta check on your friends.
I'm not always working, okay? I live a regular life. It's okay to call your boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't
But
call me,
also-
but don't call me later. Because you know how they try to do. They try to, when they see
here
something
it is.
Oh, later they
popping.
gonna be like, oh, I saw that episode. You said cool, so I'm just cool.
Don't-
But are you a victim of the success of? All right, that's like saying, yo, if I got Charlemagne's number, I'm not just gonna call him unless I have something. So when they're looking at it, it's like, if I'm gonna call Esso, a guy who's doing shit, I'm gonna call Space Ghost to Tamira, it has to have value. I don't look at this a person I could just shoot the breeze with. I got to bring importance to the conversation. People think like that.
No, I agree because I remember like when I first, I know I hate me saying it, but when I first started working with my manager, he was like, people shouldn't be able to just call you and
This
get
nigga
on the
got a
line.
manager.
Like he was like, that's
Gonna
how
hurt
Beyonce
you.
is. I feel you. So it's two things, but
That's gonna
that's
hurt.
why I didn't let them deal with out thing because they was like, oh, we should be booking. I said, I'm not letting y'all
They
sit there.
tried. If they would have called me, I would have been like,
Yo.
Tamira's fucking tripping.
I was like, they was like, yeah, our team should have booked it. And I said, I'm not doing that with SO and them. Like, certain situations,
You can't do that with everybody,
you
bro.
can't do that
I
with
understand
everybody.
you want to build the relationship with us. I understand. I've been a manager, so I get it. You don't focus on the booking. He should have just walked in the door with you.
That's it.
If that's what he wanted to do, if that's the complaint, when you come upstairs and you come to perform, you don't come up later. You come sit your ass right here with her, and then we get to see you. You get to see what we doing, and you gain a relationship. Everybody, and coming from being a manager, I was like that. But I understand being on this side, I've learned a lot of things. People do want to talk to me. And there are certain people that I have to talk to. My man at Def Jam, I can't say, E. Paula, my manager's calling you. He's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
You're bugging. Like, you not that big, bro, to have somebody call me.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So they got to understand that, too, and build on their shit. Their concern is Tamira. Whatever is going to make Tamira the shit. And I've been a manager. I stand right in the corner. I never wanted attention. I was just lucky to get it. Most want the attention because the attention is how they're going to get more clients. And I understand that, but you can't get in the way of every little thing that you got going on because you're going to ruin the relationship that we have with Tamira. If you would have called me and said, hey, yo, can I get Tamira on your show? I'd be like, why the fuck are you calling me?
Right, why isn't
I
it
speak to Tamira. What are you talking about? It ain't like I just call you. I'll call you like, yo, I'm going to collaborate post with you.
Yep.
What you got going on? Blase blah. Yo, you ain't shout me out today. So you can't have a nigga call me.
Wacky, like having, but that's how artists mess up their career too, just acting bigger than what they are before they get to be that big. So you gotta kind of be realistic about where you at in your career.
I got a question for you, a real one. How the fuck you gonna make money off of this shit?
So, well, okay. So, with the show that I'm about to start, a lot of people are interested in it just from the pitch deck that I put together and sending it around. So, a few major companies are already like, let me see the first episode and then we'll see what we can do behind it. So it will get money behind it. I do think a major network is going to pick it up. There's a rumor that Cameron and Mace are building a podcast studio in Atlanta.
No, I know about what they trying to do.
Well, I don't know. I just said it was a rumor. I don't know what they got going on over there. But I do think that being that that's a home team and me and Mace already have a relationship and Cam has been checking out a lot of my work, I think that that's somewhere that I could probably pitch it to. I think I do not consider myself halfway funny, but I do have some good connections over at like Heartbeat Entertainment and stuff like that. So I do think I'll be able to pitch the
What's
show.
Heartbeat?
Kevin Hart's company.
So I do think I'll be able to pitch that stuff. I think podcasting is just in a good space right now. Like the show that I'm going to start, I don't necessarily consider it a podcast. I just think it's going to be a show.
Don't call it a show because once you put a camera on, I'm the number one person. I hate that podcast line.
I don't think it's a podcast.
Because it's grown. That was the beginning. That was before you added the camera in my mind, right? So when you bring a camera to it, now it has to become a show depending upon the work you put into it, right? Ghost puts in the work for us. He speed. Cam and them got they have a show. They have a whole different outlook.
It can't just be the visual of you talking.
You talking. It's other things that go into it that mount programming your channel, the amount that you drop the stuff, the content that you're putting out. So I understand where you're going with it and the connections to make the money. I know it's hard to make the money, and I asked you why, because I make more of mine outside of this.
Yeah, no, I definitely, so merch is a big thing that I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to do. And then hopefully I'll get it to a point where people will pay to get on. So one of the things that I think with interviews and just journalism and media all together, wait, hold on, paying to get on, yeah, no, I agree.
We did that. I'm just saying, just got
you got to find a balance. But I think that right now where we are is people don't want to do the boring, typical interviews. People don't want to do the tell me how you grew up and all that. They don't want to do that no more. Yeah, so people, that's why Funny Marco's so good. That's why the little white girl was good at what she does. People want to do fun shit.
Talking about the plant bitch?
Yeah, the plant hoe. Yeah. That hoe. She going.
But she gone already.
Yeah, Drake got up out of here.
She's not in the hip-hop realm.
Yeah, she's just not interviewing rappers no more. She's still doing her thing in her lane. But anyway.
Stay where she at.
Stay where you at. But media's different. People, when Chris Brown dropped his last project, he didn't go on a radio show tour and go sit with all the radio
What'd he
hosts.
do?
He went and sat down with Funny Marco. When Nicki Minaj came out, she didn't
Casa
go.
Not.
Casa Not. Gilly, like things like
But
that.
how do you feel about Wilson hating that and Rap Radar? Like, they don't think that that's journalism. How do you feel about that?
I think that like once everything evolves, what was considered journalism, even Wendy Williams wasn't considered journalism, and Starbuck Wild and all that back in the day, and now those are the most iconic radio personalities.
Journalism.
So it changes. You have to change with it. As long as people are leaving the interview feeling like they're more connected to that artist and they know a little bit more, I think that you're accomplishing the goal of what an interview is. If the interview is that, to make the person watching
Connect
it
with
know
you.
more and connect with the artist or whoever the person is, then you're doing your job no matter how you do it.
I say
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's
You
what the creators say. Nobody's paying attention to the actual music that they're putting out.
Cat Williams' ticket sales wouldn't have gone up. Also, too, if you're coming on these interviews, you gotta perform.
that's
You
the key.
understand? When Esso's performing on these interviews,
I perform?
yes,
Yes.
not on purpose, but it's
Yes.
organic. Things come to us. If I say some lit shit, think about all the shit I said on lip service, all that stuff that's been coming. When you gotta also perform. You can't just sit there and be some boring motherfucker and not engage back.
No artists, they be boring motherfuckers.
And
then
it
so then
shows.
that's a double whammy.
Can I interject real quick? Can I interject real
Don't give a
quick?
fuck.
That boy was a star on lip service, though. I just want to tell you. I tried to say that. I tried to say that. That boy was a star on lip service. He was in rare form.
Doing it.
Got to give him his credit. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be boring. Oh, it's me. I'm going to get to say whatever I want and people are going to accept it. No, that's like saying because I'm that dude, a girl is just going to accept this relationship.
Behind. Why? Some of these people are just being themselves. We're lucky to be ourselves, and it entertains people.
Nah, that's
We're
not true.
act-
That's not true. I'm
What
going to
are
tell
you
you why.
talking
I'm gonna tell you
about?
why. Because if certain people sit down with certain individuals, you'll get a different experience.
Okay.
Because they decided to open up now. So if they just to say, I'm going to be who I'm going to be with whoever I'm with, you're going to get a different interaction. I've done interviews for years, and there are people that would say, damn, I was saving this story for Breakfast Club. Or such as, like right now when Tamira was on the show with Ray Daniels, that's one of the big shows in Atlanta. She's on BallerAlert. Now people are going to be like, I'm not going to save this for Greg Street. I'm going to save this for BallerAlert. Because people don't do enough in their life to have an interesting part of who they are to make the interview drive. We have 20 years independently of fuckery we've been through that it don't matter. We gonna be them niggas.
But you said that people not doing that no more.
Doing
really
what?
Now.
But that's not.
What's up?
That's not the. You're saying like that's the artist for it. Like the artist has to be entertaining. You can't go up
Yes.
there. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's
but I don't-
saying.
What you thinking, us? What are you saying?
I understand the artist has to be entertaining,
Yeah.
right? That's why I said we're fortunate. Tamara really feels like men deserve less, right? But we still fuck with her to the
Yeah.
point that we'll be like, yo, you
But
can come
she's
on and
honest and she's authentic.
But let me just say this.
Yes.
Vice versa, that's not accepted.
What you mean?
We're not
He
gonna.
can't-
I can't say women deserve less and women come on my show and women let me come on their show and be nice to me.
But learning how to navigate the game, that just comes with the cost of being who you are. That's all it is.
But it's not me, it's anybody. If Ghost talks about women and say women
I think-
deserve
I-
less.
Then we have two things we could do that are like
All right, say
that
it.
we could get that y'all can't do, and y'all be like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's
all it
not
is.
fair.
Like
There's
what?
a million things y'all niggas could do that we can't do, and they be
T.
like, just chalk it up.
T, y'all doing everything that.
But we not supposed. We still can't have sex the way y'all have sex. We can't.
Yes, y'all.
What's the
y'all,
book
y'all
that
can't.
girls need love too?
Y'all can't. Y'all say y'all can't, but y'all do.
The girls are.
They're doing it. So there's nothing that they
But it's still
can't do.
frowned upon. It's still talked about. It's still not.
With the older
okay.
generation, not with the generation that we
I
talking
don't know that
about.
many kids.
And
They with the shits. Like, no, it's not. We're looking at it like, oh my God, she's so and so, and they're not looking at it the same way.
Guys versus 20 girls versus one guy.
But the girls, there's
they-
no way. So the girls in high school are not being made fun of for being whores anymore, is what you're saying.
no, they're being celebrated.
Girls
Yo,
versus one
they're
guy.
all-
One
Yo,
Hey, guys,
the
those-
girls that are the non-whores is like, damn, we don't get no attention.
It ain't like when we was in high school.
It's different.
And you're younger than us.
You spotted a whore and you fucked the whore, but you wasn't letting everybody know you talked
Now
to her.
it's like,
right.
You wasn't,
Remember that?
yo, you wasn't letting. I'm
You used to be like, yo, you fucked
I'm
that bitch.
fucking
Come
that.
Let me show you something.
Damn,
Let me show you how ill it is. In high school, if they said, yo, you know that girl sucked dick, that was big news. Now it's like, is it good?
Damn.
So what's up with the Guap
If
3000?
you're not sucking dick, you're getting no play.
Remember, think about how it's evolved. Niggas be like, I don't eat pussy. That was frowned upon.
You
Now-
have to
Now they
eat
eating ass.
pussy.
Now they
No,
eating
I
ass.
eat ass.
And like, I eat ass
Yup,
too,
yup.
bitches.
What are you talking
Like I
about?
said, They going crazy.
Yeah,
So you got,
A limitless world, love a limitless
it's like what you
world.
just said. You gotta evolve. It's just not in the podcast
But-
realm.
yeah.
It's in life.
'Cause, like,
it's in life too.
ever since you've been from BallerAlert, your own show, the green screen, Ray Daniels, no one's ever said you're boring. That's some people, they can't avoid that. Sadly, they gotta figure it out. Like if we sat down with Bryson Tiller, right? What would we do to really make that shit rock? Cause he's so introverted and reserved.
AZ is my man, but AZ is the same way. A got on the camera with us because he was my man.
And it made
And he
for a
was
different
comfortable.
interaction.
So Bryson Tiller
Gotta be
needs to have,
risky.
think about Jim Jones. Me and Jim Jones, the interview was good. When we do the live show with Jim Jones,
up.
he my brother now, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy calling me like, I got you, my nigga. I'm there, 7 o'clock, we lit. Ross Strickland like, we lit. We doing a live show at Dumbo House. It's totally different. They're excited to come fuck with me. Bryson Tiller needs somebody who he's comfortable with and excited. That's what we bring to the table by telling people, we're black people to help you to control the media. Bryson, we not gonna kill you about nothing. We just wanna know what the fuck is up.
What's your vibe, player?
What's your vibe, nigga? That's all. We got kids, we got family, we got business. What's going on? And he gotta feel comfortable to express himself and know when them clips come out, when that footage come out, Ghost is gonna take care of him.
But the sad reality is when people talk, the two things that's always at jeopardy is your reputation and your money. That's the sad reality of it.
So goddamn, we putting our reputation money online
Every
every
day.
day. God
Every day.
dog, bro.
Every day.
God
You
dog.
say the wrong thing,
That's like that Jewish shit that I said to you to caught your mind, to caught your eye. He said, I'm like, damn, we do this shit.
think about it. You say the wrong thing, oh, we don't want him around.
The more you talk, the more likely you could get in
Yeah,
trouble.
it's Russian roulette. It's
That's
Russian
crazy.
roulette.
That's okay.
Don't bring him around. He acts this way. Now you can't go
Well,
to.
we already know niggas is like, she talking about she launching the shit and she got deals and people interested and we got wild hits and wild shit. Nobody fucking with us. Nobody throwing no money our way. We out here making it, nigga.
They're scared though.
You should be.
But you know what? But you know what it is? Because they're seeing how she's calm, they might think she's timid, so they might feel like it's easier to work with. We can get one over on her until she turn up. Then they're gonna be like, whoa, Tamara, please.
I'm ignorant. I like the fact that y'all niggas are scared.
Yeah.
You should be. Cause we are not to be fucked with this camera.
Listen,
And
you
with the
gotta have a
truth,
brand
nigga.
and you gotta stand on it. That's what makes y'all different. You're aggressive. You know, if you from the South or Florida, you want to go on a real New York show, you want to talk some real New York shit.
You can
go
come
over there.
here.
Exactly. So you
And we lived in
stand
the
on
South,
that.
so
Yeah.
we can resonate with South dudes. Like that's the crazy part. And Ghost spent years on the West Coast. They don't even talk about that. These two guys done lived on the West Coast. So, but you understand the landscape of a West Coast way more than any other New York dude, with the exception of him. He's the only New York dude that knows how to go to Roscoe's. Only LA dudes explain how you gotta go to
I
Roscoe's.
just know there's certain locations. You know.
No. He's like,
Nah,
he's like,
you got it's a certain
there's
way.
a certain way you
I've
gotta do
never
it.
been to Roscoe's, and I've
No,
been to
see-
LA a few times.
Nigga, I'm an LA nigga. What you
You
talking
see?
about? When you go to LA with us, we going straight to Hit Boy Studio. Shout out to Big
Oh,
Hit,
yeah.
Hit Boy.
Big Hit.
That's
Big Hit gonna be like,
that's
who this
first
girl?
stop. That's
Y'all going
first
for
stop.
Grammy weekend?
I was supposed to, but I heard Rock.
Well,
I heard,
if y'all go, I'll
Listen,
be there.
but I heard Rock Nation Brunch is canceled, and that was my main reason to go because that was gonna set up my marketing and promotion
For everything
and
for
all
the
my
next 6
my
months.
artists to be on my show for the next 5 or 6 months. And I, heard it
never
got
correlated
canceled.
that. I didn't know that the Rock Nation brunch was Grammy weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
It's
it.
doing- it's
I
right
was
before
so
the
busy
Grammy.
trying to fucking sneak in
So
the
if the
Clive
Grammys
Davis
is Sunday, it's
dinner.
Friday or Saturday. Clive dinner is cool, but that's a dinner where people got to know you and see. Oh, Tamara, oh come here, yo, she do so and so and so. The Rock Nation brunch different. Everybody swerving. Once you in there, it's quality.
I've been
Niggas know
picking
you
out my
deserve to be
outfit
in
for
there.
that fucking brunch for.
Lenny told Clue, because
last
I
year.
actually called Clue and said, I don't know if I want to go out there for the whole weekend, but I'll come out
Fly
for
in
Rock
for the
Nation
brunch.
brunch and something else because that's work. And he hit Lenny like, all right, cool, I'm going to do it. And Lenny was like, it's canceled.
Damn.
I don't know if he said it's canceled because he don't want me there, but I heard it's
Never
canceled.
No, it's definitely
I'm
because
just
I ain't
joking.
hear nobody.
I'm just joking. I'm just
would've
joking
known.
about that.
I know a couple artists on Rock Nation, so
But
if that was happening.
I heard
we
it's
would've known.
canceled,
Oh, I'm
though. You know what I'm
sad.
saying?
So look, there's space for y'all to go have a black brunch where all the stars pull up and show up.
Yo,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
listen.
I like that.
Listen,
podcast.
I just need
Yeah.
a sponsor. Because if I had a sponsor, I could get nigga, I'm big in LA. What are you talking about? I know everybody out there, motherfucker.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, it don't gotta be in LA. It could be
In New York,
hosted
do a-
right here. Well, I think your Dumbo thing will be a stepping stone, and
The Dumbo thing is
It's
definitely
ignorant already.
the Dumbo thing is definitely a stepping stone for many reasons. Not too many black people get to host things in there. I'm
Amen.
not promoting. I'm actually gonna
Yeah,
host
that's
the
dope.
events, and I get people who are not members to
And-
come in and experience it in a bigger number than most people get to do. And they're gonna add me to the programming, which means we also get to have live show. We're gonna get one live show a month for
Ooh.
BagFuel. So our first show for BagFuel at Dumbo House is the 3rd of April. The 3rd. It's the first Wednesday. Boom.
Wednesday.
And it's gonna be Ross Strickland, and it's gonna be Jim Jones, and it's gonna be us. And I'm hoping I can get Clue to come DJ it for a couple of minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? But that's our first live show. It's gonna be in the Dumbo House. It's for the members, and we get to invite people. So that's just a totally different look. I want to use that to blow us up in New York City. There's no place for people to come party. It's gonna be a real live party.
I've been saying that.
Like,
too.
not no party, like dancing party. Like, I'm inviting people. If you're not coming to party, no disrespect, just don't come. I'm not even mad at you because the party's going on already. They're letting me add on to the situation, which is unbelievable. I feel like I came home, I was like, damn, I'm one of them niggas that they gonna see at the White Spot and be like, how the fuck this nigga got in here like
Facts.
this?
Dumbo House is a big deal.
And doing
There you
events
go.
and shit like that. So I appreciate like the people in the business when I text them and tell them I'm doing events, the first one so everybody in the business was like, congratulations. The people who are not in the business that I'm throwing a bone to is just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be there. You don't even know what
They
you
don't even get how big
and then in
Dumbo
the
House.
summertime they gonna let me rock with the
Right.
pool.
That's how they
Out of here.
Yeah, please.
Out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I asked you, how will you make your money? I'm hustling.
Yeah, you
know what I'm
have to
saying?
hustle, and I think that for me, Ray was my safety net with that because I know I had a monthly income, so it was like, okay, so standing on your own, you're gonna have to eat what you kill. So I've always been a hustler since I got my first job at Atmos when I was 16.
You're from Harlem.
Yeah, so I've
Y'all are
always-
born with it in y'all. I'm gonna say this about Harlem. Y'all born with that in y'all bones. Yo.
Yeah, so I've, like I said, 16 was working at Atmos. I've always had jobs, 2-3 jobs at one time. So I was like, let's do it. Like I'll bet on myself every time. So
I'm a proponent to betting on yourself. So Ray's my man. Like, and I say that like me and Ray have only known each other since March. So let's not get it twisted. Yeah, we met each other in March in South by Southwest.
Oh,
Me,
yeah.
Me and Ghost was together. You know what I'm saying? And but he's been nothing but solid to me. I'm not gonna lie. And I know that sometimes people, their working situation doesn't always work out. You know what I mean? But I honestly wish him the best, of course. I wish you the best for everything that you got going on
Thank
because it's hard out here, but don't go on BallerAlert and not mention my motherfucking
I
name
swear to
again.
God,
That's
and
all
I
I'm
will.
saying.
I'm not listen. If I go up there this week, I go back on Tuesday. If I don't go there and say your name, I'm gonna kick myself.
Make your money and just don't forget about how to collaborate with people.
No, that's the big thing in this industry. You can't do it on your own. So
And I just feel like, and this might sound sexist, which I can be sexist with you because you the most sexist nigga on the camera,
Yes.
right? Women don't be fucking with that. Like, when I had Nala Simone on, I fucking love Nala, but she said something that shocked me. She explained it to me about the women and the DJs, and I didn't understand that niggas was like kind of like bullying her, like I should have pulled your aux cord out and all the other type of thing. But I wanted her, and I'm gonna say the same thing to you, to keep in mind when you saying men deserve less, so I'm not gonna help women, just y'all separate things. We men, right? I fuck with her. I said on camera, if Clue didn't hold on to her, y'all wouldn't have Nala Simone. It don't matter what Angie did at first. If Clue, a man, didn't hold on to her, and then another man, Charlamagne, hold on to her, she wouldn't be in position to help the women. You gotta help some of these good niggas too.
I agree with
Every man doesn't deserve less. Every man isn't bad. Some of us really like, when I'm on a show with you, whether you have a different opinion with me or not, I try to give you a platform to speak.
Yeah, no, but that's why I respect it. And you also don't sway unless it's like a reason to. So you always kind of listen to the other person. You're not only just listening to yell back or argue back. So I appreciate always being able to come down, and I know it's going to be a good conversation, and we're going to go toe to toe. So
I just think we all need to, the men and the women need to try to focus on sticking together.
you do well, especially me as a female. I know I need men in my corner. Like that's why I went and put the teams together that I put together. Because baby, you cannot do this shit on your own. And if you don't, as a female, have a man backing you at some point, shit's gonna get ugly. So you do need, like
That's
you
all,
said, we need each other.
That's all I'm saying. We respect each other's space and move forward. I think that we all can get ahead.
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan. Meet each other at the top.
What you think, Hein, before we close
Bang.
out? Yo, BagFuel, like,
You already
subscribe, super thanks. Follow this lovely lady. Tell them your Instagram, please, and how they
It's
can find
suspended
you.
right now, but it's at a girl from Harlem. Yeah, it happened when I got off the plane. A girl from Harlem. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I will have my Instagram back by the time this drops. So make sure you follow me exactly as it
You don't
sounds.
know that I shit drop fast. We not like y'all. This shit could be out.
That was one of the topics I had, too.
This shit could be out Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah,
so
well,
don't-
hopefully I have it back tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm fucking with Ghost. Ghost like, I uploaded that bitch. It's out.
Yo, I swear to you, that was one of my topics.
A clip gonna be out tomorrow.
Okay, I can do a clip.
The restrictions
Don't
of
put the
Insta-
YouTube
I'm
one
just
yet.
fucking with you.
No, the restrictions of Instagram. We're getting to the point now. We will not be able to. What you said. We're gonna really have to learn how to speak, even in coded language.
Yes.
Isn't that part of journalism?
No,
Isn't that
no,
part
no,
of the
no.
next grade up
No,
to
no,
go
it's
up
not
the next
journalism.
level?
You're not getting what I'm saying. I'm talking about in society standards. This is gonna be really on some socialist shit. When Esso speaks with velocity in his voice and saying women can't do this unless,
They gonna flag that.
I'm triggered.
Yep.
Don't
I'm-
jinx me.
Not you. I'm saying in totality.
I can't say the word men. That's the word that flags on my
Yes,
page.
men.
If I say men is my
That means somebody flagged you
anything.
for it. Go to TikTok. They love that.
Oh yeah, take me a TikTok. Well, TikTok always removing my sound though. Like I always got.
You know
beef
who
with the-
flagged
Yo,
you, right?
they flagged me on TikTok so bad. That's why they
flagged
deterred me from it.
The Spanish nigga from 6th grade.
It is the Jose ass.
Jose.
I
Hey, yo,
know
we
it's
just
her.
did like 1 million hits on TikTok on somebody else's page. They got paid off us. Off the
No,
just
they didn't
hilarious.
they didn't get no.
They
real
didn't get
money.
paid?
Yo, did you see the video
That
that?
ain't how they get money?
No,
Make sure you
listen,
put it
listen,
back.
listen. Mr. Beast did a video. How much was it, Ghost? It was, on Twitter. It was over 1 trillion views. Over 1 trillion. You know how much he got paid for
How
1
much?
trillion? $200,000. It took 1 trillion views
That's a
to get
lot.
to it.
And then he said,
video.
retweets.
Oh, and they went
got the highest
crazy.
retweet.
Yeah, of course. What you talking about?
But Esso,
Because he
think
be
of that.
giving that money
A
away.
I'm about to go on Twitter and retweet it.
Not 1 billion views, 1 trillion
Yeah,
views.
trillion's crazy.
No, but
No, he
that,
said
no,
to
that
get 200,000 on
no,
Twitter.
for that one post, that one video, I thought you had seen it. It was 200,000. So if he had did 1 billion, you're good at math. What would that came out to? $2,000?
A billion would have been 1 in 2,000. A
That's like
billion
10
is 10
times it.
times $1 trillion, so he would have got 20,000.
But
He
a
got like-
billion to get
He's
to.
doing different videos with getting niggas to dub it in other languages and shit.
So $1 million would have been $200.
Tell him you coming. Tell him relax.
Yeah, we done.
Yeah, you coming.
I was
Yeah.
arguing about my billion over here.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to
you
get the
texting.
250K.
I see you text. They like, yo, you been up there for more than 2 hours.
They like, are
bro."
you alive?
Yeah,
you
nah,
ain't
nah,
get
so
shit.
they
she said it's been 2 hours. Exactly. We started at 12:45.
Jose ain't up here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jose
You know, Jose was my waiter one time in Blockheads.
in New York.
Wow. He
A
trying to
nigga-
holler at you?
He came over with a tray of shots, and me and my best friend, and we wasn't paying attention. We in our phone. We didn't order it, like just not looking. He was like, "Nah, this for you." And I heard the voice. I heard the fucking voice.
You got wet?
I jumped up and started screaming. And my
You
best
got
friend,
wet.
I said, that's him. That's him. My best friend knew who I was talking about because I've never spoke to another Spanish person before, huh?
No, she love him too.
No, I hate her.
You lost your virginity to him in
No,
6th grade?
what? This is 6th grade.
So why you hate him if you ain't fuck him?
Hold on. If you didn't lose your virginity, then what
I
the
did
fuck?
not lose my virginity to this boy in 6th grade.
You makes you 12. Yeah, that sound about right.
Why you hate him if you ain't fuck him?
Because I came up to the schoolyard and he had a girl sitting on his lap and the girl turned around.
Because you
and was
wasn't fucking.
like, Jose's my boyfriend now. Yeah, that's probably why.
You wasn't fucking.
Was it
She
Spanish?
wasn't Spanish. She was black.
He like black girl. He know where it's at.
He know where it's
He
at.
know.
No,
Shout out
but
to
then
Jose.
She came up to me after school and was like, I want to make sure you heard me. Jose's my boyfriend now. I was like, I heard you the first.
He's like, I heard you. Oh, you ain't no fighter. You,
Yeah, no,
you
I
a
wasn't
lover.
fighting it, but no.
Yo,
No.
yo,
I
go,
turned
go.
up. I
She said,
turned up.
She said, I heard you. I heard you. I heard you.
That's all Jose for. He let that bitch sit on his lap. And he knew I was coming up. He knew we shared that fucking schoolyard. He knew that was our lunchtime. It's Jose.
Jose, big pimpin'.
Jose Martinez.
Look what you caused, Jose. You created a
And
monster.
you
in
did that
6th grade.
without fucking her, yo. That's an ill nigga.
You an ill dude, bro.
Traumatized.
BagFuel.